Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet.
Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into our time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Western Adventure this Saturday with episodes of our regulars, Gunsmoke, Have Gun Will Travel, and The Six Shooter. And we're also going to have Reed Hadley with The Adventures of Red Ryder going back 84 years, and the concluding episode of Trouble in Millersville. And I did do some digging and I found some more Red Riders, so we'll actually have regulars coming up here in a couple of weeks. That's what's coming up on this Saturday. This is Valentine's Day, the 14th day of February, the 45th day of the year, 320 days left in 2026. Chief Justice John Marshall declared any act of Congress which conflicts with the Constitution is void, going back to 1803. In 1849, James Knox Polk became the first president to have his photograph taken. It was done in New York City. Texas was linked by telegraph with the rest of the U.S. on this date in 1854 with the completion of a connection between New Orleans and Marshall, Texas. Happy birthday, Oregon. You were admitted as the 33rd state of the Union on this date in 1859. And on this date in 1876, Alexander Graham Bell applied for a patent for the telephone, which Elijah Gray also did on this date in 1876. The first trainload of oranges left L.A. via the Transcontinental Railroad on this date in 1886. Voting machines approved on this date in 1899 by Congress for use in federal elections. The Department of Commerce and Labor established on this date in 1903. It would later be split into a Department of Commerce and Department of Labor. Happy birthday, Arizona. You became the 48th state of the Union on this date in 1912. In Groton, Connecticut on this date in 1912, the first diesel-powered submarine was commissioned. And in 1918, Tarzan of the Apes, the first movie featuring Edgar Rice Burroughs' Tarzan character, was released. The League of Women Voters, founded in Chicago on this date in 1920. And on this date in 1924, the International Business Machines Corporation was founded. In 1929, 7 gangster rivals of Al Capone murdered in Chicago in what would become known as the St. Valentine's Massacre on this date in 1929. President Roosevelt met with King Saud of Saudi Arabia aboard the USS Quincy on this date in 1945, officially starting the U.S.-Saudi diplomatic relationship. It was on this date in 1962, First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy took TV viewers on a tour of the White House.
I feel so strongly that the White House should have as fine a collection of American pictures as possible. It's so important, the setting in which the presidency is presented to the world, to foreign visitors, and American people should be proud of it. We had such a great civilization that so many foreigners don't realize it.
The film showed Mrs. Kennedy on a tour of the house with CBS News correspondent Charles Collingwood. The film toured the first glimpse the American public had of the $2 million restoration of the White House that Kennedy had helped direct in the first year of her husband's presidency. The program viewed by 80 million viewers and globally syndicated to 50 countries, including Russia and China. Walter Cronkite announced his retirement from the CBS Evening News on this date in 1980. His last day in the anchor chair at the CBS Evening News would still be a year away, March 6, 1981. And it was on this date in 1989 Union Carbide agreed to pay $470 million to the Indian government for damages it caused in the 1984 Bhopal disaster. On this date also in 1989, Iranian leader Ruhollah Khomeini issued a fatwa encouraging Muslims to kill the author of the Satanic Verses, Salman Rushdie. The first of 24 of the let's try this again. The first of 24 satellites of the Global Positioning System, placed into orbit on this date in 1989. In 2005, Lebanon's former Prime Minister Rafi Hariri assassinated, prompting the country to fall into chaos and divisions. Explosives equivalent to about 1,800 tons of TNT detonated as his motorcade drove past the St. George Hotel in the Lebanese capital, Beirut.
His murder is an attempt to stifle these efforts to build an independent, sovereign Lebanon free of foreign domination.
The investigation, believed to have been linked to the Syrian government, still ongoing years later. 7 people killed on this date in 2005, 151 wounded in a series of bombings by suspected Al-Qaeda-linked militants that hit the Philippines' Makati financial district in Metro Manila, Davao City, and General Santos City. It was on this date in 2005, YouTube, launched by a group of college students, eventually becoming the largest video-sharing website in the world and a main source for viral videos.
We've seen on our site where users are becoming discovered. This is now giving people a new opportunity to be seen, and that's what we see ourselves as creating a stage for everyone to participate on.
Co-founder Chad Hurley and Me at the Zoo is still up there. The first YouTube video, 20 years later, it is still getting hits, and it has been seen 381 million times, although periodically they do some...
All right, so here we are on the...
Yeah, I'm not going to play the audio on that. But he ends up doing some other things with that, occasionally putting in links to other videos and changes it from time to time. But that's still up to this day on YouTube. Me at the Zoo. Okay, let's see. And yeah, actually, the program, the video, by the time 21 years ago. 2008, Northern Illinois University, a gunman opening fire in a lecture hall of the DeKalb County, Illinois University, resulting in 6 fatalities, including the gunman, and 21 injuries on this date in 2008. It was on this date in 2013, 13 years ago today, South African Paralympic star Oscar Pistorius, the Blade Runner, charged with murder and the death of his girlfriend. This police spokesman said there had been previous episodes of domestic violence.
I can confirm that there has previously been incidents at the home of Mr. Oscar Pistorius.
Pistorius released from prison in January of 2024 after being convicted of murder and serving nearly 9 years of a sentence of 13 years and 5 months. And it was on this date back in 2018, 8 years ago today, a gunman identified as former student Nicholas Cruz opened fire at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, killing 17 students. This student describing the attack.
I was in the freshman building, first floor, and he went up and down the hallway, just banging and shooting into the classrooms. He shot through my door and broke the window.
Cruz pled guilty to murder in October of 2021. He was sentenced in November of 2022 to life in prison without the possibility of parole. And it's sad that we have so many of these shootings, but it is not a gun problem. It is a mental health problem. And until our country addresses these mental health problems, it's not going to be a safe place. St. Valentine, passing away on this date in 270. That's part of the reason why today is St. Patrick's Day. Writer P.G. Wodehouse passing on this day as well. Frederick Lowe, the composer. Also John Ehrlichman from the Watergate hearings. Buddy Knox, the man who sang about Party Doll. Drummer Louis Bellson. Pianist George Shearing and singer-songwriter Dory Previn passing away on this date. Birthdays on this date include Mr. Jack Benny, born on this date, on Valentine's Day. Yes, he passed away back in 1974. He would have been 39 today. Mel Allen, also born on this date. Labor Union leader Jimmy Hoffa, whose body has never been discovered. The Chief on Get Smart, Edward Platt, born on this date. TV host Hugh Downs, actor Vic Morrow, the last of the McGuire sisters, Phyllis McGuire, born on this date. Florence Henderson and Gregory Hines, all born on this date in history. They are now performing, singing, dancing on another stage.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
The silent half of Penn and Teller. Teller turned 78 years old today. Former wrestler, now a trainer at Ohio Valley Wrestling, Rip Rogers. Crazy man, 72 years old today. Meg Tilly turned 66. From Shaun of the Dead, Simon Pegg is 55.
Seeing as I've just committed an act of treason against a Starfleet admiral, I'd really like to get off this bloody shit. Now beam me out.
From Star Trek Into Darkness, Simon Pegg, 55 years old today. Pro wrestler, still wrestling at 56, and still hosting on Sirius XM's Busted Open Radio. Tommy Dreamer, 56 years old today. From Matchbox 20, Rob Thomas is 54. From The Walking Dead and Black Panther, Denai Guerrilla is 48. And from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Bates Motel, and probably his biggest role on television's The Good Doctor, Freddie Highmore is 34. Those just a few of the people celebrating the 14th day of February as their birthday. And if this is your birthday...
Hi, we're the Four Freshmen, and we just want to say, Happy birthday to you!
You know, we talk about heartburn every now and then. Well, heartburn has nothing to do with Valentine's Day. It has nothing to do with people you've associated with. It has to do with digestive issues. And that's where Professor B's Digestive Aid comes in. It was developed by an individual going through cancer treatments, cancer of the throat, and Professor B's did a good job for them. It made them able to actually eat food to help fight the cancer. Great results for people with other throat issues, also people with acid reflux. You have nothing to lose but checking it out. Now, down in the show notes, there's the link. Also, the link's at classicradio.stream, or you can just type it in. It's Professor B's Digestive Aid, profbees.com, profbees.com, profbees.com. When you get there, look over the website. Get all the... I can only tell you so much. But the main thing I can tell you is you got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Check out ProfessorBees.com. When you get there, if you decide to give it a try, at checkout, use my promo code Wyatt, W-Y-A-T-T. That does two things. That saves you 10%, and that also supports the podcast. Check it out, ProfBees.com, promo code Wyatt. And your gut keeps you fed, gives you the energy to keep going. So check out Professor B's Digestive Aid. Do something to help your gut take care of you. William Conrad as Marshal Matt Dillon. Gunsmoke, that's up next.
When it's time to take time out for some refreshment, choose the coolest drink that's ever come to town. Dr. Pepper is the friendly pepper-upper, and it never, never, ever lets you down. When the party needs a friendly pepper-upper, Dr. Pepper is the drink to pass around. Dr. Pepper is the friendly pepper-upper, and it never, never, ever lets you down. Gather round and have a frosty Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is the coolest drink in town. Dr. Pepper is the friendly pepper-upper, and it never, never, ever lets you down.
Regular or king size?
Frosty, man. Frosty.
And while I sit here and take a sip of my Dr. Pepper, we're going to go back 73 years to February 4th, 1953. go to Dodge City, Kansas, and see what's going on with Marshal Matt Dillon, played by William Conrad, in this episode of Gunsmoke and the Roundup.
Around Dodge City and in the territory on west, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad. The story of the violence that moved west with young America. The story of a man who moved with it. Matt Dillon, United States Marshal.
Is he heavy, Matt?
Oh, somehow it was easier carrying him up to your office and back down, Doc.
Where are you going to put me, Mr. Dillon?
Yeah, well, on the couch here, I guess. You be all right there, Chester?
Oh, yes, sir. This'll be fine.
Good.
I'm sure sorry I'm so much trouble. Chester, next time, try to land on just one foot. Even if you break a leg. I know. A man's in a terrible fix when he sprains both ankles. He sure is, Doc. I don't know what I'm going to do.
I know what you're going to do. You're going to stay right there on that couch, and you're going to sleep there, too. Maybe Doc and I'll bring you in something to eat every day or two.
Oh, no.
It's better than you deserve.
I know. I've been saying over and over to myself, Chester, you fool, you. Well, the wages of sin, Chester. You were lucky to get off as easy as you did. The way I heard it.
Come on, Chester. Tell us what really happened, huh?
But I did tell you. I was looking out this second-story window, admiring the view, so to speak. And the next thing I knew, I fell. That's all right onto the street. He didn't say whose window, Chester? In Texas, Doctor, a gentleman don't mention such things. You ain't in Texas. Well, sometimes I wish I'd never left. Like now? Yes, like now. Many a reputation's been ruined by just such loose talk that you're making, Doc.
Never mind Doc, Chester. He's jealous, that's all.
Oh, jealous? Putting tracks in a man's yard? Not me. Not by a long shot. Why, no, sirree. Good morning, Marshal.
Well, good morning, gentlemen. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
Well, there's Chester. Heard about you, Chester. I heard.
Never mind what you heard, Torp. Chester just got thrown from a horse, that's all.
Yeah.
All right. What is it you want here, gentlemen?
Yeah. All right, you tell him, Summers.
Well, Marshal, it's about tomorrow night.
Oh? So, what about tomorrow night?
Well, you know, it's the roundup. The sale season's over. There'll be 1,000 cowboys celebrating in Dodge.
Well, they always do at the end of the season. What about it?
Well, there's going to be more of them this year, and there'll be a lot of homesteaders in town, too. It's going to be worse than ever.
Well, I expect that.
There could be a lot of trouble, Marshal.
Yeah, there could be, Summers. Just what is it you want?
Well, we've talked it over, and we want you to get a lot of good, tough men together, maybe about 20 of them, and deputize them. That way, there won't be any trouble.
Yeah. That's what you want, is it?
Yes, we do.
Look, Summers, my job's to keep the peace around here, and I'm going to do it, but I'll do it in my own way.
Oh, I know, Marshal.
Now, you turn 20 deputies loose in that crowd looking for trouble, and they're going to find it. As soon as the wild ones heard about it, they'd bunch up and shoot it out with every one of them. Why, it'd turn into the worst slaughter Dodge has ever seen. I think that's about the most fool idea I ever heard of.
Yeah, no reason for you to talk like that, Marshal. I think it's a good idea. I sure don't want my place wrecked just 'cause you're mule-headed.
You're a gambler, Torp.
So
you can take your chances along with everybody else. If you don't want that, then close your place up tomorrow night.
I'll lose all that Texas money? Oh, that's not likely.
Now, we're not all gamblers, Marshal. They can wreck my dry goods store just as fast as a gambling house once they get started. And it's up to you.
That's right. It is up to me. And we're going to leave it that way.
Then you won't do anything.
I'll do everything I can.
I don't know, Marshal.
Look, Summers, I know you've got your doubts about me. That's natural. Some people think I'm too lax with Front Street. Some think I'm too severe. But that's the way of it in any town. If a peace officer does his job well, he pleases nobody.
Marshal, we didn't come here for a lecture.
What did you come for, Torp? Maybe you had in mind to help me pick out those deputies. Is that it?
A matter of fact, I could, Marshal.
Yeah, sure. In a couple of hours, yours would be the only tables open for play.
No, that's not what
It's been done before, Torp.
Is that true, Torp?
We're not going to take his word for anything, are you?
I don't know. But anyway, he won't listen to us, so it's his responsibility. Come on, men, let's get out of here. I hope you can handle it, Marshal.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
That Torp is no good. He is just plain no good, Mr. Dillon.
Well, now, I know one man that got skinned at his place, and Torp gave him back $20 so as he wouldn't be broke.
Oh? Just how much did this man lose, Doc?
Oh, well, $500-600, they said. And then he... Oh, yeah, I see what you mean, man.
I'm sure not going to be much good to you tomorrow night, Mr. Dillon.
You can watch the jail right here, Chester.
I know, but you just got to get somebody to help you out on the street. At least one man, anyway. You can't be everywhere at once.
Yeah, by tomorrow night, Dodge will be overrun with trail boys and homesteaders, all looking for satisfaction. Now, I wouldn't ask any man to face that.
I know a few fellas who'd do it, and so do you, Mr. Dillon.
Yeah, maybe, but I wouldn't ask anybody.
How many were killed last year, man?
I don't remember, Doc.
Well, I do. 6, that's what. We buried them all in the saddle blankets, all except one. I remember he didn't even own a blanket.
Well, then he was sure out of luck all the way around, wasn't he? Come on, Doc, let's go get some dinner. Huh?
All right. We'll bring you a piece of bread, Chester. Maybe.
I want a steak.
Rare.
How come you're so hungry, Chester? Were you in such a hurry to get over there last night you didn't take time for supper?
Mr. Dillon, I will answer no more questions about last night, and that is final.
Well, we'll bring you something.
Yeah, I don't know if we should, though, man. A man can think about his sins better on an empty stomach.
Close the door, will you?
The next morning, I had Mr. Hightower print up some signs for me, with a few rules that I made up for the roundup. They were fair and reasonable, and I hoped they'd be accepted without question. The principal restrictions were that there was to be no shooting, and no reckless riding in the streets. That afternoon, I went from saloon to saloon and left a sign at each one. The Texas Trail was my last stop, and there I sat down with Kitty for a short beer.
Town's beginning to fill up, Matt.
Yeah, it'll be swamped to the dashboard by dark.
You, expect trouble tonight?
I always expect trouble, Kitty.
Yeah, I know. Matt, I heard something.
Yeah?
I heard Torp and a few of his men cut cards last night.
So?
I don't know who it came out for, but Low Man is supposed to kill you.
Oh. When?
Tonight, I suppose. Why's Torp after you, Matt?
Torp says he wants an open town, Kitty. But what he's really after is somebody who'll close down every game but his.
Who's this, Matt?
What?
Rough-looking traveler headed this way.
What? Well, I'll be. Why, it's Zell Matlock. Zell!
You old badger. How are you?
Zell, it's been a long time.
Hey,
a long time.
man.
Here, come on over here. Sit down.
Sure.
I'd like for you to meet Kitty. Kitty, this is Zell Matlock. This is Kitty.
Glad to know you, man. Just rode into Dodge an hour ago.
Yeah, it's your first time in it, Zell. Hey, would you like a beer?
Don't mind.
Good.
I aimed to get drunk tonight, but before I got started, I thought I'd look up their peace officer and shoot him.
I'd be sure to tangle with him before the night's out. I always figure it's safer to do it sober. So
He half means that, kid.
So I asked around and found out the man's name is Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. I've seen it all now.
Well, I hope you're not disappointed.
I'll tell you, Miss Kitty, I knew Matt Dillon before he got civilized. Why, we had to tie his leg up to give him a haircut when he came to town.
Don't you believe a word that he says, kid.
Yeah, the wilder the coat, the better the horse, Matt. Mm-hmm. But you was all right. The only trouble with you was that fool honest streak you always had.
Are you rich now, Zell?
Ah, nobody's rich on the Mexican border. Land of sunshine and pinto beans. I hired out to a general over in Chihuahua 3 years ago. I lost 20 pounds and was lucky to get back at all.
Well, haven't you learned to stay out of Mexico yet?
No, I met the man he wanted me to shoot and turned out to be a better fellow than the general. So I told him I'd been hired to kill him and then rode for the border. The general lost 3 soldiers who tried to stop me from swimming the Rio Bravo.
You must be pretty handy with a gun, Zell.
Just fair, ma'am. But when I take my gun out, I go right ahead and use it. Some people stop and think for half a second.
There's a roundup in Dodge tonight. Matt's handling it alone.
Kitty, what the
Yeah, no, hold it, man. I heard about it. I heard all about it, and that's why I'm here. To say hello and sign on for a night's pleasure. Give me a star, Matt. I've killed on the side of the law before.
I don't believe that, and anyway, I don't want any killings here.
No, I was joshing you, Matt. I know what you want. It's true. I was sheriff in Tascosa for 6 months.
You what?
Yeah, it's in the record. Well, they caught up with me there, but I'd already done such a good job taming the place that the governor pardoned me. I won't kill anybody tonight that don't need killing.
All right. I believe you, Zell. But I won't ask any man to come in when it's as rough as this roundup may be.
Well, you didn't ask me. Any other objections?
Well, the men don't know you around here, Zell. No telling how they'd take to a stranger.
First night I ran Tascosa, nobody knew me either. I'm not green at this business.
Yeah, but it's
Matt.
my job. Why should you get mixed up in it?
Well, I also heard somebody's planning a party for you tonight.
Oh, you did, huh?
I've owed you something for a long time, Matt.
Oh, that's got nothing to do with it.
It has. You got no right not to let me pay it back a little. Now, there's a chance to.
Yeah, you're just as crazy as you ever were.
That's better. Well, come on, let's go find me a badge before it gets dark. Sure nice to have met you, Miss Kitty.
Well, good luck, Zell. I'll see you later, Matt.
Yeah, sure. So long, Kitty.
You sure been a long time coming to Dodge, Mr. Matlock.
What do you mean, Chester?
Well, I've heard Mr. Dillon mention you a lot, but the way he talked, I wasn't never sure you were still alive.
Oh.
Well, I was never sure either, Chester. You know, Zell isn't the most cautious man I ever knew.
You think being a U.S. Marshal isn't asking for an early grave, Matt?
Oh, maybe. But at least it's a way to do some good before you die. Whether folks think so or not.
No, men like Torp, that's all.
Oh, no, Chester. Even good men have got a strange twist that makes them suspect any man paid to handle the bad element. You just can't help thinking that some of its dirt is rubbed off on him.
And I never thought about that before, Matt. Sure how it was in Tascosa. They wanted me there all right, but they wanted me to keep my distance, too. It makes a man kind of lonely.
Yeah.
They just don't know what's good for him, that's all. Yeah. Instead of a real lawman, they'd rather hire some killer with a lot of notches carved on his gun.
Well, there are plenty of them around.
You sure are. Bragging kind. I never did like a man who has to notch his gun to keep his courage up.
Yeah. My goodness. Look yonder. The street's about full already and it isn't even dark yet.
Yeah. Zell, give me a hand here, will you? We'll move Chester's couch away from the window there.
All right.
There, that should do it. Yeah, you'll be safer here, Chester, in case somebody gets it in mind to shoot up the jail.
Thank you, Mr. Dillon. I can watch both doors from here. Just hand me my gun belt, if you will.
Oh, yeah. There you are. Well, come on, Zell. Chester, I'll get somebody at the Dodge House to fetch up some supper, huh?
Thank you, sir. And good luck, both of you.
So long,
I see you, Chester. How'll we work it, Matt?
I tell you, Zell, you take this side of the street. I'm going up to the Dodge House, and then I'll be on the other side somewhere.
All right. Oh, say, you mind if I go back later and get that Spencer carbine of yours? Make a mighty handy club if I don't have to use it any other way.
Sure, Zell.
Who they got there? That fella on their shoulders.
Oh, that's Mr. Hightower. He runs the printing press here.
Shall we stop it?
Oh, no. They're just carrying him into the Longhorn to make him stand some drinks.
Oh.
They like Hightower. They won't hurt him.
Well, I guess that sort of officially opens this here roundup, huh?
Yeah, I guess it does. Well, I'll leave you here, Zell.
Yeah, sure, man.
And, Zell, I want to thank you for what you're doing tonight.
I ain't done nothing yet, but I'll do plenty if someone shoots you in the back. I can promise that.
Yeah. Well, I'll see you later.
Sure, Matt.
We will return for the second act of Gunsmoke in just a moment. But first, Sunday nights, you are cordially invited to Escape via CBS Radio. Yes, every weekend for drama that will take you right out of this world. Listen for Escape at the Star's address. Also, tomorrow evening, CBS Radio brings you Lionel Barrymore on your Sunday night playhouse. Now for the second act of Gunsmoke.
When I came out of the Dodge House, Front Street was so full that if anybody had been shot, the crowd would have carried him along like one of the living. I had a feeling that the word was out about Torp and his bunch cutting cards to see who'd make a try for me, and that the crowd knew it and was waiting for it. I stood for a while with my back against Summers' dry goods store. Then I left the street and cut down an alley, thinking to change my position with as much irregularity as possible. I was passing the back door of the Texas Trail when I heard the first shot of the night. I entered the saloon from the rear and made my way into the crowd.
It's all right, Marshal. There's no fight.
It's not all right, Sam. I made a rule that there'd be no shooting for any reason. All right? Who fired that shot?
Oh, it's outside. Nobody fired in here.
It was Torp, Marshal. He just took a shot at the moon, that's all.
Yeah. All right, Torp. Put the gun away and come over here.
I'm bothering nobody, Marshal, excepting maybe you. Stand back, everybody.
I said that's enough, Torp.
No, it ain't, Dillon. This time I got the jump on you. You ain't pushing me no more.
Torp's bullet just grazed my arm. Then I put one in his head and another in his chest. And at the same time, out of the corner of my eye, I saw a figure with a gun in each hand move out of the shadow of the alley and turn toward me on the boardwalk. And without really looking, I dropped him with one shot. And then I faced the crowd and waited for the next move. But for some reason, none came.
Marshal?
Yes, Summers.
That man you just shot, Marshal.
Torp got what he deserved.
Yes, I know. It's the other one that
So did he.
Marshal, you'd better go take a look at that man. He's dying.
Who is he?
I don't know him, Marshal, but you do.
What?
He's wearing a star.
No. No. Oh, Zell. Zell.
Matt, I think that did it.
No, Zell. No.
It's my fault. I crossed the street a while back. Left the carbine with Chester. It's no fault of yours.
Matt? Oh, there you are. Oh, Matt. How is he? Oh, goodness.
No use, Doc. Thanks.
Zell, I
Now, listen. Listen to me, Matt. You did right. The only thing you could do. It was my fault. I shouldn't have crossed over and come up behind you. Anyway, Matt, I ain't been living on my own time ever since that day you pulled me out of the mob in Alamogordo. I never thanked you for that. Guess I never will. Now, Matt, so long.
Well, I'll find someone to carry him over to your office, Matt.
No. I'll carry him.
Never mind them, Matt. They're just windbags.
Mr. Dillon, what happened? I heard the shooting.
Put a blanket on the floor there, Doc.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, spread it. All right. Yeah. He's dead, Chester.
Well, who shot him, sir?
I shot him, Chester. I didn't know it was him.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dillon.
It sounds like they're gonna hoorah the town after all, Matt.
Sure does.
No, they're not.
It's gonna be kind of hard to stop now, isn't it, Matt?
Maybe.
You taking a shotgun, Mr. Dillon?
Matt, why don't you just let them fight each other?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna close Front Street.
You're gonna close? Oh, no, what?
The party's over in Dodge.
Mr. Dillon, you can't do that.
There'll be trouble if I don't. The mob's tasted blood now.
They'll shoot you sure as I'm a-laying here.
Will they?
All right, I can't stop you, but I sure do wish I could go with you.
Yeah, Matt, I'll go. Maybe if they see me, they won't be so quick.
Thanks, but this isn't your job, either one of you, but thanks. Sam.
Yeah, Marshal?
Close up and turn out your lights.
What?
You heard me! Now listen to me! Front Street's closed. Now get out of here and go home, all of you.
My home is in Texas, mister.
If you ever had one.
I ain't going home tonight. Not tonight, I ain't.
Don't interfere, fella. You got no chips in this deal.
I could buy in, mister.
Now I'll use this shotgun for what it was meant on the next man. Well? All right, Sam, close it up.
Yes, sir.
Jack!
What do you want, Marshal?
The street's closed. Put out your lights.
Huh?
You heard me. Lock the place up.
No, I ain't gonna do it.
Now, don't tell me what you're gonna do.
All right, boys. We're closing up.
What do you mean?
That took care of the Texas Trail and the Longhorn. And I moved on through the Oasis and the Olive Fraganza, then to the smaller bars that infested the outskirts of town. When I came back up Front Street, the crowd had thinned, its fever broken. I'd left Torp's place for the last, thinking to give his men a chance to get out of town before they faced me. It was a gambling hall on the same side of the street as the jail. And when I reached it and entered, there weren't more than a dozen men there. And most of them stepped quietly past me out into the street. What was left didn't seem to count for much.
Looking for somebody, Marshal?
You a friend of Torp's?
Well, yes, I was. Why?
Who else here worked for Torp?
Everyone's gone, Marshal. They heard you were all riled up and they left.
And you're alone. And still in bad company.
I wouldn't ordinarily take that.
Well, go ahead, mister. You're calling it.
No. Not now.
What's stopping you? Oh, if it's the shotgun. Now, does that make it easier for you?
I haven't been looking for you, Marshal.
You were in on the cut, weren't you?
Torp's dead, Marshal. Isn't that enough?
Torp! Mister, one of the best men I ever knew died tonight. And I killed him.
I'm not a gunman, Marshal. You wouldn't be proud killing me.
What does a man like you know about pride? Now, you get out of Dodge, and you get out fast.
But I don't...
You want to die in this place right now?
No, I'm leaving.
All right, hurry. The rest of the night, I walked the dark, empty street alone. And just before dawn, I got a spring wagon and loaded Zell onto it. A couple of hours later, I buried him out by the Arkansas in a little grove of cottonwoods. Maybe I should have put a marker on his grave, but I didn't. What I did instead, I did partly out of scorn for the kind of men Zell said have to notch their guns to keep their courage up. And partly as a kind of a cross that I'd bear from now on. So instead of a marker on his grave, I took out my gun. And I cut a single notch on it.
Gunsmoke, under the direction of Norman MacDonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. Tonight's story was specially written for Gunsmoke by John Meston, with music composed and conducted by Rex Corey. Featured in the cast were John Dehner and Harry Bartell, with Lawrence Dobkin, Lou Krugman, and James Nusser. Parley Bear is Chester, Howard McNear is Doc, and Georgia Ellis is Kitty. Gunsmoke is heard by our troops overseas through the facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. Join us again next week as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal, fights to bring law and order out of the wild violence of the West in Gunsmoke. Listen to CBS Radio for Spring Byington as December Bride. And say, after you hear December Bride tomorrow night, listen for the important announcement about its new night and time on CBS Radio. This is Roy Rowan speaking. And remember, Amos and Andy are here every Sunday on the CBS Radio Network.
From 73 years ago, February 14th, 1953, Gunsmoke on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. John Dehner is next with an episode of Have Gun Will Travel.
Someday you'll own. Someday you'll own. Sooner or later you'll own Generals. Remember your dad with a new car. The tires wouldn't do. He traded for Generals right away. Or if it was Mom's car that needed, he'd take her along. And General's the one he bought that day. Someday you'll own. Someday you'll own. Sooner or later you'll own Generals. Sooner or later you'll own Generals.
I'm sorry, I like some of these old commercials. They're really neat. Now let's head to San Francisco, California, as we check in on Paladin. Have Gun Will Travel. 66 years ago, February 14th, 1960.
You've asked me to kill you. I'm not an executioner, Lormer. I've been hired to take you back alive.
Have Gun Will Travel. Starring Mr. John Dehner as Paladin. San Francisco, 1875. The Carlton Hotel, headquarters of the man called Paladin.
Yeah, who is it?
It's me, Mr. Paladin. Hey, boy.
Oh, come in.
Oh, very sorry to wake you so early, Mr. Paladin, but telegram come for you.
Yeah, well, they always come early after a late night. Let's see then.
Whoa, that was very late night you had last night.
Yes, it was.
Yes, no good to stay up until daybreak.
Sometimes it can be very interesting.
Oh, but you need sleep.
Well, it looks like I won't get any more sleep today. This telegram says the sheriff of Little Spring wants me there tonight.
Sheriff? You do something wrong in Little Spring?
No, hardly. I've never even been there. He wants to hire me for $3,000.
Oh, 3,000? Hey, you can make it?
Hey, boy, at those prices, I'd saddle an eagle to get there.
If you're suffering from a cold, medical authorities advise, whenever possible, go to bed when you first feel a cold coming on. Keep comfortably warm and protected from direct drafts and changing temperatures. Drink plenty of liquids, water, soups, milk, and fruit juices. And here's another important health tip. When you have a cold and need a laxative, that's the time to rely on gentle X-Lax. Pleasant-tasting, chocolated X-Lax helps you toward your normal regularity, gently overnight. X-Lax works where nature wants, in the lower tract, not the stomach. Taken at bedtime, X-Lax gives you the closest thing to natural action the next morning, without upset, without discomfort. And X-Lax is so effective, it continues to help. Seldom, if ever, do you need to take it again the next day. So when you have a cold, and suffer constipation too, take X-Lax, a medicine you can use with complete confidence. X-Lax helps you toward your normal regularity, gently, overnight. X-Lax.
As I got off the stage, the first thing I noticed about Little Spring was the saloon. More of a gambling casino than a saloon. It was the size of a city block, and it blared and blazed in the twilight. The town had the other things a California town is supposed to have: a general store, a livery stable, a sheriff's office, and a small church pushed off in the background. I'm sure no one heard the church chimes sound the hour against the din from the casino. The sheriff's office was empty, so I pushed my way into the saloon. Say, is the sheriff here?
What do you have?
No,
Is the sheriff here? Over there. Fat fellow, white mustache. At the table with those three men.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Excuse me, lady. Thank you. Sheriff Akers?
Yeah?
My name is Paladin.
Paladin? Well, glad you could make it. Let's go in the back room where we can hear ourselves talk.
All right.
All right, in here.
Thank you.
According to what I hear, you're the best man I could have hired.
What do you want me to do, Sheriff?
I want you to find a Fred Lormer for me. He killed a man.
Well, you're a lawman. Why don't you go after him?
Oh, by this time, he's over the state line. If I wait for extradition, it'll take too long. I want him back here in Little Spring in 4 days.
4? Well, that's not much time.
I want him here in 4 days, and I want him alive.
You're asking a lot.
I'm paying a lot.
Well, why 4 days?
That's my business. You want the job?
All right, just give me time to think about it.
Listen, Paladin, you're the one man who can bring Lormer in, and I want him back to stand trial here.
Who'd he kill?
I don't think that makes any difference to you.
Well, right now it makes a difference in whether or not I go after him.
All right. Little Spring has a reform group headed by a man named Radford. Lormer killed Radford's son in this saloon Wednesday night. Then he stole the fastest horse in town and headed east. Everybody was either too drunk or too stupid to stop him, but they were all witnesses.
I see. Well, I'll let you know in a couple hours if I take the job.
You're a skeptical man, Paladin.
You can be sure of that, Sheriff. I talked to a dozen witnesses, and the stories were all the same. Radford's 20-year-old son had come into the saloon, and in a loud voice had branded gambling as evil and sinful. Lormer had been at one of the tables, and he shouted at the young man to leave. Radford refused. Lormer walked over to him. There was a slight scuffle, and then Lormer put a bullet through him. Young Radford was unarmed. Satisfied that Sheriff Akers had told me the truth, I accepted the job. In the morning, I bought a ticket for the next stage going east.
Ought to be here in another 10 minutes. Just make yourself to home on that bench over there.
I'll wait outside.
Well, have a good trip.
Thank you.
You, Mr. Paladin?
That's right.
I'm Jim Radford.
Mr. Radford?
Akers brought you down here to find Lormer, didn't he?
Yes.
You going to do it?
I'm going to try.
You'd be doing this town a great injustice. Don't bring him back, Mr. Paladin.
Well, Lormer did kill your son, didn't he?
Yes, but if you catch him, it won't bring my son back.
I've already accepted the job, Mr. Radford.
Mr. Paladin, I head a reform group in Little Spring. We've been fighting Akers for years. Now, there's going to be an election in 5 days. I'm running against Akers for sheriff. If you bring Lormer back and he hangs for the murder of my son before Election Day, Akers can point to the hanging and the people of this town will forget what went on before.
And Akers will be reelected?
Yes. You can see what kind of town he's running. But for the first time, the people have a chance to drive him and his crowd out of control and turn Little Spring into a decent community.
Well, that may be true, Mr. Radford, but I'm convinced that Lormer is a murderer, and I intend to bring him back in 4 days, alive.
If you do, I'll kill him before Akers can get near him.
Now, Mr. Radford, that would be a foolish thing to do. Then you could be hanged for murder.
Nevertheless, the people would understand, and we'd have a clean town again. I'll be waiting for you when you come back.
I'll remember that, Mr. Radford.
Are you smoking more now, but enjoying it less? Have a real cigarette, have a Camel. The best tobacco makes the very best smoke. Have a real cigarette, have a Camel. Are you looking for flavor and mildness? Have a real cigarette, have a Camel.
The best tobacco makes the very best smoke. Have a real cigarette, a real cigarette, a real cigarette. Have a Camel.
Again, for the 11th straight year, Camel outsold every other cigarette, filter, king size, and regular. The best tobacco makes the best smoke. So if you're smoking more now but enjoying it less, change to Camels. Get more real satisfaction every time. Start to really enjoy smoking again.
Have a real cigarette, a real cigarette, a real cigarette. Have a Camel.
I followed Lormer's trail to the Nevada line, and there I rented a horse. The open desert stretched before me, and I knew now that it would be more difficult to find him. The sun was at my back, and my shadow started to creep ahead of me when I saw a small house on the thin line where fertile land gave way to wasteland. There were two horses grazing on the tufts of grass between the rocks behind the house. There was a large, inviting well in front. I rode up to the watering trough.
Get away.
Huh?
Get away from here.
What? Put your rifle away, old man.
Get off my land, do you hear?
Say, are both those horses yours?
I didn't move out here on the edge of this inferno to have a snooper come along and ask me questions. I told you to get off my land.
Well, I'm looking for a murderer.
I ain't seen no murderer.
You passed this way.
I ain't seen no murderer.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm going to search the desert, old man. I need water. You have a well.
All right, take your water. But my rifle will be on you till you leave.
I watered my horse and continued east into the desert for almost 10 miles. And then I saw him, silhouetted by the setting sun, a big man stumbling, weaving, before his weight carried him to the ground. I dug my heels into my horse and rode to where he had fallen. You make a big trail, Lormer.
I'll put a bullet
Your running
in
is
you.
over.
I'll
Now we go
put a
back. Give me that
bullet
gun.
in you.
I'll take that gun. You hear me?
Get your hands up.
You won't be needing it now.
I need water. My throat's on fire.
All right. Here.
Let me die here. A nice, clean death.
My job is to bring you back, Lormer.
Sheriff Akers sent you, didn't he? Sheriff Akers will hang me when you bring me back to Little Spring.
You'll stand trial.
Yeah, I'll stand trial. And in less than 20 minutes, they'll have me swinging from the courthouse tree. And the whole town will get drunk and celebrate. And they'll re-elect Sheriff Akers 'cause he brought law and order to Little Spring.
Why did you kill young Radford?
He was a loudmouth preaching kid. Always shooting his mouth off in the saloon. It was bad for business. Akers had a big take from that saloon. He wanted him dead. He told me to kill him, and then he turned on me. But I fooled him. He won't use me anymore. Kill me here and get it over with.
Come on. I want to make that well before the sun burns the skin off our backs.
What well are you talking about?
That house about 10 miles back.
We both gonna ride one horse?
What happened to yours?
I shied at a rattler. He threw me.
Now, you're a big man, Lormer. My horse would never carry the both of us in the heat. All right, you ride and I'll lead him.
It's a hot walk.
I'll manage until we get to that house.
Dandruff bothers most men, most women too. So listen. Today you can get rid of embarrassing dandruff in just 3 minutes. Yes, with Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo. Unsightly dandruff's gone in 3 minutes. It's the quickest, easiest of all leading shampoos. That's not all. Using Fitch regularly is guaranteed to keep embarrassing dandruff away. Simply apply in the unique Fitch manner. Before you wet hair, rub in 1 minute. This way, Fitch shampoo penetrates right down to the scalp. Next, add water. Lather 1 minute to wash every trace of dandruff out of your hair. Then rinse 1 minute. All that loosened dandruff goes down the drain. In 3 minutes with Fitch. 1 rubbing, 1 lathering, 1 rinsing, dandruff's gone. And never forget, Gentle Fitch can also leave your hair up to 35% brighter. To get rid of dandruff problems forever, brighten hair too, use Fitch regularly. Get Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo today, only 59 cents.
Let me sit down, Paladin. You want to go in the house, go ahead.
Hey, Lormer, when I was here before, there were 2 horses out back. Now there are 3. You changed horses here, and when the horse threw you in the desert, he came home. Is that right?
Leave me out here. I ain't got the strength to run away.
All right. I want to see that old man, anyway. We need your horse back. Old man, I want to talk to you.
Paladin!
Lormer. Oh, no, you... Hey, Lormer, you... Oh, you fool. Why did you do that?
I was thirsty. The well was so close, I drank too fast.
You idiot.
Oh.
I've got to get you out of the sun now. Come on, try to stand up.
Oh.
Up, come on now.
Yeah.
All right, easy does it. Easy. I'll get you into the house now. All right, come on. Oh, easy. All right, come on now, here. You can lie down here. There. Now, just rest easy now.
You got a short memory. One warning wasn't enough, was it? You come back.
Take your rifle out of my back, old man.
You ain't felt the last of this rifle.
I've got a sick man here.
Is this your murderer?
Yes.
The horse came back this morning. I was expecting you, Fred Lormer.
I didn't want to come back, Uncle. He forced me.
Your uncle? Well, you denied you'd seen him before.
I told you I hadn't seen the murderer. I didn't know Fred was the murderer.
Let me go, Uncle. I'll get as far away from here as I can.
Old man, I've got to bring Lormer back for trial in Little Spring. He killed a man there.
Fred ain't going nowhere. He's not going to hang in some public place. I'm going to kill him and bury him out back of the house. And I'm going to kill you because you know him, you know his crime, and you know he's my nephew.
What makes you judge and jury?
I watched a lot of killing during the war. I watched brother kill brother. What made them judge and jury?
You're confusing peace with war, old man.
Are the men in Little Spring fit to sit in judgment on a Lormer? No. Only a Lormer can judge a Lormer. I renounce civilization, and with it, its laws. Here, I'm the law. Now you turn around, mister. Now, loosen your gun belt and drop it to the floor. Easy now, no tricks. Now, you get up, Fred Lormer.
I can't, Uncle. My stomach.
You will get up and walk. I'll not kill you inside my house. Now, get up. Now, walk. Both of you.
You give me the gun, old man.
No!
Give me that. All right, old man. Shooting's over.
Give me back my rifle. Can't you see I only winged him? He ain't dead.
That's a good thing.
I got to kill him.
There's not going to be any killing here.
No, take him back to the sheriff and let him hang. You are civilization, mister, and I hate you for it.
Oh, this miserable cold and my sinuses.
Haven't you heard about Dristan? Dristan, the amazing 3-layer tablet now bringing real relief from colds, misery, and sinus congestion to millions. Dristan decongestant tablets not only help drain all 8 sinus cavities, critical areas of cold's infection, but circulating through the blood, Dristan's decongestant reaches all congested areas, shrinks all swollen membranes, relieves pressure and pain. An exclusive anti-allergent helps keep breathing passages dry and clear. pain relievers reduce body aches, fever, and vitamin C helps build body resistance. This is Dristan. Today, Dristan is widely imitated, but the exclusive Dristan formula cannot be duplicated. There's nothing like Dristan. So for real relief from colds, misery, and sinus congestion, accept only Dristan decongestant tablets.
The fight was out of the old man. He sat in a corner of the front room while I bandaged Lormer's arm. He looked neither left nor right and said nothing. By his lack of movement, he seemed to deny our existence. As we moved away from the house, I saw him come out the door and stand on the front porch, a lonely figure. Lormer gave me no more trouble. I persuaded the stage driver to drop us off on the outskirts of Little Spring, and it was 10 o'clock at night when we got into town by way of a back street.
Why are you bringing me here?
This is Radford's house, isn't it?
Yeah, but I still don't...
Never mind, you'll see.
Mr. Paladin. Lormer.
Get inside.
I told you I'd kill him, Paladin.
Don't try it, Radford.
Why are you here?
You have some rope?
Yes?
Well, get it for me so I can tie Lormer up. Then I want you to go and get the sheriff.
The sheriff?
Radford, you had a reform group in this town. I hope you're interested enough in justice to do what I tell you. Bring the sheriff and bring him alone.
All right.
And, Radford, tell him to have $3,000 with him.
Paladin, what's the meaning of this? Why did you bring Lormer here to Radford's house?
This is as good a place as any to pick up a murderer. All right, I've kept my part of the bargain, Sheriff. Lormer's back in Little Spring, alive and on time. Did you bring the money?
Yeah, here it is.
Thank you.
Now, we'll hold trial immediately. I'll call the judge. He'll open the court. All right, Lormer, let's go.
Now, just a minute. Didn't I hear you invite the sheriff to stay for the night, Mr. Radford?
What?
Of course you did. Sheriff, make yourself at home. We'll be here for the night and all day tomorrow. Well, it'll be an honor spending Election Day with the two leading candidates.
Oh, look here,
Of course, you'll have time to go out and vote about 5 minutes before the polls close. You don't feel spending Election Day with a murderer like Lormer will hurt you at the polls, do you, Sheriff Akers?
Why?
Pull down the shades, Mr. Radford, and lock the door.
I hope supper's not spoiled, Jim.
Sorry I'm late, but we're taking inventory. With the nagging backache I've had and sleepless nights it gives me, I'm all dragged out.
You've been complaining of backache long enough. Don't you want to get relief?
Of course. But how?
Try Doan's pills.
Right. Doan's pills are an analgesic and mild diuretic to the kidneys. Nagging backache, also headache, dizziness, and muscular aches and pains, may come on with overexertion, emotional upsets, or everyday stress and strain. Doan's pain-relieving action is often the answer, and they also offer mild diuretic action through the kidneys. So if nagging backache is making you feel worn out, tired, and miserable, with restless, sleepless nights, don't wait. Try Doan's pills, used successfully by millions for over 60 years. See if they don't bring you the same welcome relief. Get Doan's pills today. To save money, buy Doan's big economy size.
Have Gun, Will Travel. Created by Herb Meadow and Sam Rolfe, is produced and directed in Hollywood by Frank Paris and stars John Dehner as Paladin, with Ben Wright as Hayboy and Virginia Gregg as Miss Wong. Tonight's story was specially written for Have Gun, Will Travel by Arthur Lewis. Featured in the cast were Jack Moyles, Vic Perrin, Ralph Moody, and Barney Phillips. This is Hugh Douglas inviting you to join us again next week when CBS Radio presents Have Gun, Will Travel.
Just so you know, that $3,000 bounty, today that would be over $88,000. That's a big chunk of change. All right, going back 66 years, February 14th, 1960. What would that have been? 3,000 in 1960. As long as I've got the calculator open, let's take it to 1960. And $3,000 in 19. That's still $32,000, almost $33,000. Big chunk of change. Have Gun Will Travel 66 years ago, February 14th. 1960, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Tomorrow, we'll open the show with a Lux Radio Theater production of Brewster's Millions, starring Jack Benny and Mary Livingston. And Benny's going to have to spend money to get money. And you know, that hurts the character. Also, we'll have a Groucho Marx in a You Bet Your Life episode from 1950. And George and Gracie with their special guest, Fred Astaire, who drives George crazy. Not that it was up our trip. We will have yours truly, Johnny Dollar, on Monday, starring John Lund from 1954. Also a 1954 episode of Dragnet, starring Jack Webb, the big sucker. Sidney Greenstreet as Nero Wolfe, and an episode of the FBI in Peace and War. Back to comedy on Tuesday. Screen Directors Play... Actually going to the movies on Tuesday. Screen Directors Playhouse production of It's in the Bag, starring Fred Allen. Theater Guild on the Air with On Borrowed Time, starring Walter Houston. And the conclusion of the is it the conclusion or the beginning? It's the beginning of the CBS Radio Workshop production, the Space Merchants, when advertising takes over the government. Now, on Wednesday, comedy, Phil Harrison, Alice Faye, Jimmy Durante, Fibber McGee and Molly, and Father Knows Best. Romance on Thursday, the Lux Radio Theater Made for Each Other, starring Carol Lombard and Fred McMurray. An episode of Romance. Jack Moyle stars in Zia's Dream, and George and Gracie, because what better romance was there than those two? On Friday, comedy, Jack Benny from 1949, The Horn Blows at Midnight on the Ford Theater. And Jack is going to be a part of it, it looks like. Also, Ozzie and Harriet in The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, Lum and Abner, and Charlie McCarthy. And then on Saturday, a week from today, more Westerns, Have Gun Will Travel, Gunsmoke, The Six Shooter, and we will have an episode of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, from 66 years ago, the Alvin's Alfred Matter. That's all coming up the week ahead here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, anytime at classicradio.stream to support the podcast. Coming up next, Jimmy Stewart as Britt Pottsett, the Six Shooter.
How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? How do you do? This is your old friend Norman Brokenshire. The other day I heard a fellow speak of the hour between 5 and 6 in the evening as the headache hour. Now, if you get a headache about this time or any time, I hope you'll remember Bromo Seltzer. For Bromo Seltzer is a friend in need when you've got a headache. It's true, neighbors. Bromo Seltzer not only quickly helps the pain of a headache, but it also soothes the upset stomach and the jittery nerves that may come with it. Yes, Bromo Seltzer gives you three-way headache help that's fast and pleasant. Now, by pleasant, I mean Bromo Seltzer is pleasant to take, actually refreshing. Try Bromo Seltzer next time you get an ordinary headache. Try it on this guarantee. You must be satisfied or your money back. All drugstores carry Bromo Seltzer at their counters and fountains. For fast three-way headache help, ask for Bromo Seltzer, Bromo Seltzer, Bromo Seltzer, Bromo Seltzer, Bromo Seltzer.
I believe that comes from an Inner Sanctum Mysteries. But we're going to ignore them and go to The Six Shooter, starring Jimmy Stewart. This is the story of the Quiet City, as it was broadcast 72 years ago, February 14th, 1954.
In a moment, you'll hear James Stewart as the six-shooter, just one of the many fine programs brought to you Sundays on NBC. Later this evening, listen to the NBC Star Playhouse with one of your favorite stars. Hear Meet the Press, America's #1 news-making program. And be sure to keep tuned for the dramatic story of communism in America on Last Man Out. It's a wonderful lineup of great programs, all of them heard only on NBC. James Stewart as the six-shooter. The man in the saddle is angular and long-legged. His skin is sun-dyed brown. The gun in his holster is gray steel and rainbow mother of pearl. Its handle unmarked. People call them both the six-shooter. The NBC Radio Network presents James Stewart as the six-shooter, a transcribed series of radio dramas based on the life of Britt Ponsett, the Texas plainsman who wandered through the Western Territories, leaving behind a trail of still-remembered legends.
I sure don't know where the town ever got that name, Quiet City. Every time I came through it was anything but quiet. In the old days, the Apaches were always stirring up trouble. After the Indians were moved onto the reservation, there was still plenty of excitement. There was shooting practically every weekend. At least that's how it was when I was here last. Of course, that was, about 4 or 5 years ago, I guess. And now the town did seem sort of different at first glance. Anyhow, there were 20 or 30 new houses along the side of the creek there. The main street was a good 4 blocks longer than when I remembered it. Quiet City sure was growing up. There couldn't be any doubt about that. I figured the population must have reached the 1,000 mark, maybe even higher. And all that growing made the place seem, kind of settled and businesslike. To tell you the truth, Quiet City was almost quiet. Anyhow, I headed Scar over to the hitching rail in front of the sheriff's office and pulled up. Whoa, boy. Whoa, Scar. Whoa. The door of the office was open.
Something I can do if you... Britt!
Hello, Hank. How are you?
Britt, you old son of a gun. Why didn't you let a body know you were heading this way?
Well, I didn't know it myself the last week. Tim Parker came into some property over by Fulton. He asked me to sit on it for a couple of months till he could take charge.
Oh, Fulton, huh?
Yeah, it's real nice.
Farming land.
Well, Tim wasn't certain.
That's all there is over that way now. There ain't no more ranches, Britt, just farm.
Yeah. Well, I guess this part of the country's changing.
Yeah, some, I reckon.
I sure wouldn't have recognized Quiet City, heck. It's not a small town anymore, is it?
No, we've done our share of growing. There ain't no doubt about that.
Well, more than your share, I'd say.
But the people are the same, Britt. Oh, maybe they buy more ready-made clothes than they used to and send most of their kids to school, but that's just a skin change. Underneath, they ain't no different.
It's still giving you trouble, huh?
No, I've got them under a tight rein most of the time. But if I was to turn them loose, well, we'd be right back to where we was 20 years ago.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, I do. Well, what I mean is, Britt, you can't expect human nature to start improving overnight, you know.
Oh, that's true enough, yeah.
But some folks don't see it my way. They think that just because we've got churches and a schoolhouse and a railroad depot, we're like them towns back east, peaceful and half asleep, where all you need a sheriff for is to lock up the Saturday night drunks. Why, back there, they don't even call them sheriffs. They call them peace officers. Well, I ain't no peace officer. I'm a sheriff. And this is still the West.
Sure.
I just dropped my guard once. That's all I'd need to do. They'd be killing each other right out there in the main street.
Yeah? Well, I guess you'd be the best judge of that. How's Buzz? How's he?
Oh, About the same.
Full grown, I'll bet. How old is he now?
20, last birthday.
No.
Yeah, he's a big fellow, too. 6'3".
Oh, well, taller than you are, huh?
An inch or so.
Uh-huh. You made him a deputy yet?
What are you talking about?
Well, you always said that when the time came, you were going to fix it so Buzz could just slide right into your boots. Don't you remember that?
Yeah, I remember. But sometimes things don't work out the way a man plans.
Oh?
No, Buzz has got ideas of his own. Crazy fool ideas. I offered him a job working with me, but he wouldn't have none of it. He's aiming to leave Quiet City.
Oh, is that so?
And you know why, Britt? So's he can go to school.
Uh-huh, I say.
It ain't as if I didn't see to it that he got his learning. I promised his ma before she died. Promised her I'd see that he was brung up right. And I kept my word, too. I sent him the very first day Jane Weatherby started teaching. And I didn't take him out when he'd learned to just read and write and figure. No, I let him keep on till he got his diploma. I guess that's where I was wrong. I should have took him out before he got too smart for his own good.
Oh, now, heck, now. The more education a man gets, the better he's off.
I ain't so sure of that. Life ain't in books. How much schooling did you have?
Well, a little more wouldn't have done me any harm.
You've made out all right, and so have I. So would Buzz if he'd come to his senses and stay here where he belongs.
When's he leaving?
No, he was getting his things together when I left the house this morning. Maybe he's gone by now for all I know.
Oh, no, he wouldn't do that, not without saying goodbye to you.
Britt.
Yeah?
I was just thinking. If Buzz still is here, if he hasn't left yet, maybe you could talk.
Oh, now, hold on.
He won't listen to me, Britt.
No.
But if you was to... No.
Oh, Pa.
What do you want, Buzz?
Well, I'd like to speak to you if you're not too busy, that is.
For a minute, Hack didn't answer. He just stared at the leather satchel in his son's hand. Buzz was a big fellow, all right. Husky, plenty of muscles. But somehow his face didn't match his body, especially his eyes. They were kind of tired looking. And he kept blinking as though he wasn't used to the daylight. And there were wrinkles in his forehead, too. Not the kind you get from riding against the sun. Just little creases that made him look older than he really was.
Well, Buzz, with all your fancy education, ain't you got manners enough to speak to Britt Ponset?
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't recognize you. It's been quite a spell.
Well, I can't say I blame you, Buzz. I wouldn't have known you in a month of Sundays. Well, if you'll excuse me,
No, there's no reason for you to go, Britt. I just wanted to tell Pa goodbye. I'm taking the 4 o'clock train east, Pa.
I see.
Well, I'll be back someday.
That's mighty considerate of you.
Well, so long.
Just you hold up a minute, young fella. You won't pay no attention to me, I know that. Well, Britt here ain't got no axe to grind. If he says you're loco, if he says you're going off on a wild goose chase, maybe then you'll...
Now, Heck, this isn't any of my concern, and even if it was...
You ain't heard it all, Britt. You don't know what he aims to do with his extra schooling. A lawyer. That's what he wants to be.
Oh?
That's what I'm going to be, Pa.
Tell him the rest of it, Buzz. Tell him how you're going to come back here and practice law. Ain't that rich, Britt? Quiet City's going to have a full-fledged lawyer.
Look, Pa, do we have to go all over that again?
Why, you'll be the laughing stock. This town ain't got no use for a lawyer. Never will have. A sheriff. That's what the town will need, a new sheriff. I ain't getting any younger, Britt. First thing you know, I'll be 60. A 60-year-old sheriff won't be able to hold folks in check. Not for long.
Yeah, sure, they'll need a new sheriff, and I'm sorry that I'm just not the man for the job.
You could be that man if you wanted to.
Yes, but I don't want to, Pa. I want to be a lawyer, and I'll be more used to the town that way. Oh, look, you've got to understand, these are different times.
What's so different about them?
Everything. You think we're still living on the frontier. You think that star on your vest and that 6-gun in your holster is still the only law around here. Well, you're wrong, Pa. You're dead wrong. This isn't the frontier anymore. You're not the law. You're just supposed to carry it out.
Ain't that what I've been doing all these years?
Look, I'm not saying that your way isn't what the town needed once, but your job is done. You can't expect me to take up where you left off. I'm not you, Pa. This isn't the same town it was. These people aren't the same ones who settled here 20 years ago.
Britt, you see what I mean, Britt?
Well, maybe he's right, eh?
You think everything's changed, too?
Well, some things, anyway.
Well, what about folks themselves? Deep down inside, they're still the same. Some of them are decent and law-abiding, and others as mean as the devil and always will be.
You just won't believe the town's civilized now, will you?
You'll see how civilized it is when the chips are down. You'll see, Mr. Lawyer.
Well, looks like we just don't agree, Pa, and we never will, so... It's nice seeing you again, Britt.
Yeah, good seeing you, Bud.
So long, Pa. Good luck.
Hey, Buzz, your old man there?
Yeah, he's here, Doc.
Well, tell him to get out to Jace Norton's place. There's been a shooting. Pipe Clamper done it. Folks say that Jace is hurt bad. Now tell your pa to get right out there.
Okay, Doc, I tell him. There you are. That's how much Quiet City has changed, Buzz. Folks still shooting each other, still taking the law in their own hands. Sure are civilized, ain't they?
I'll go with you, Pa.
What for? So as you can advise Pipe Clamper of his lawful rights when I arrest him? Get out of my way, Buzz. I've got work to do.
Ain't been a shooting, Britt, for over 2 years, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, I reckon there's been one today.
Yep. Looks like Pa was right. All my talk about this town growing up, it's just what it was, talk.
Maybe so.
Well, I better get over to Jace Norton's and see if Pa needs help. He's not as young as he used to be if he tries to take Pipe Clamper alone.
Well, do you think he'd let you help him even if he needed it?
No, I guess he wouldn't. But somebody... Britt?
No, he wouldn't appreciate me interfering in his business either.
Well, now, if you just happen to be riding out east of town, sort of stopped off...
East, huh?
Yeah. The Norton Ranch is right next to old Miss Bradley's place.
Oh, is that so?
Mm-hmm.
That's so, oh. Well, that's quite a coincidence.
Oh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I was figuring on dropping in on Mattie Bradley before I left town. Maybe have supper with her if she invited me.
It's getting on toward supper now.
Oh, you don't say? Time sure does fly, doesn't it? I had no idea that late.
We'll return to James Stewart as the 6-shooter in just a moment. But right now, I want you to hear something that may startle you. At least, I hope it will. It's simply this. Within the next 20 seconds, a fire will break out somewhere in the United States. Lives may be lost, property damaged, homes or buildings destroyed. Yes, there are 4,600 fires in America each day of the year. They kill 11,000 persons and disfigure or severely burn thousands more. By obeying a few simple rules of fire prevention from now on, you and I can protect ourselves and our families from this devastating menace. Rule 1 is an obvious one. Don't smoke in bed or discard lighted cigarettes carelessly. Rule 2, clean out old newspapers, magazines, and other inflammable debris. Rule 3, use only those cleaning fluids which will not burn. And last but not least, be careful with matches. Above all, keep them out of the reach of small children. Remember, it doesn't pay to gamble with fire. The odds are against you every time. Now, Act 2 of The 6-Shooter, starring James Stewart as Britt Ponsett.
Hack was standing on the front porch of Jace Norton's house when I rode in the yard, and there was a woman sitting on a rocking chair talking to him. Her face was dead white, just like all the blood had been drained out of her cheeks. For a minute or so, Hack just stood there nodding, and then he shifted his weight and noticed me out of the corner of one eye.
Come on up, Britt.
Easy, boy, easy. I was just on my way over to Miss Bradley's. I thought...
This is Britt Ponsett, Mrs. Norton.
Ponsett.
I'm pleased to meet you, ma'am. I sure hope your husband is...
Jace is dead.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am.
Pipe Clamper murdered him. I seen him do it. I seen it all through the kitchen window.
I'm sorry.
How did it start, Mabel?
They's arguing about some cows that had strayed onto our land. Pipe said Jace was trying to steal them, that he'd fixed our fences so they'd come through. But it wasn't true, Sheriff. It wasn't true.
Sure.
Jace was aiming to take the cows back. He told me at breakfast this morning I've got to run some of Pipe's cattle back to him. That's what Jace said at breakfast this morning. Hadn't had time to do it yet. Been busy with chores and things. Mare was foaling. Jace hadn't had time, but he was going to take 'em back. He told me so.
No. Don't get yourself all upset, Mabel.
I heard 'em quarreling out and back, Pipe and Jace. I didn't think nothing of it. Pipe's always quarreling with everybody. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
And the next thing I knew, I heard a shot. I thought Pipe was just trying to scare Jace. Until I saw Jace fall down.
Pipe right off toward his own place?
No. Toward the canyon. Over that way. I remember asking myself, why is Pipe heading toward the canyon? His ranch is the other way. It just hadn't dawned on me yet. What he'd done, that he was running away.
Yes. Well, it's turning chilly. You better go inside now, Mabel.
Yeah?
Doc Anderson is sending somebody out to fix supper and stay with you tonight.
You'll find Pipe, Sheriff. You'll find him. Bring him back.
Sure, I'll find him. You want me to help you up?
I can manage.
Here we are. That's there.
I'm pleased to have met you, Mr. Pomset.
Thank you, ma'am.
I've heard of you, haven't I?
He's the six-shooter, Mabel.
Six-shooter?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course, that's why. I'm glad you're here, Mr. Pomset. I'm glad you're going with the sheriff. I wouldn't want Pipe to kill somebody else. Even if he wasn't punished for what he did to Jace. I wouldn't want there to be another killing. I'm glad you're going with the sheriff.
Well, looks like I've got me a deputy after all.
Well, Buzz was willing to come. Heck, he wanted to.
I'd rather have you, Britt. Let's go.
Well, we picked up Pipe Clamper's trail about sundown. At least it was the only fresh trail heading toward the canyon, so we figured Pipe had made it. The next couple of hours was pretty dark, so we had to move slow, keeping our eyes glued to the ground. Then along about 8 o'clock, the moon came out, and we could make better time. We were in the canyon now. The way the hoof marks were spaced, we could tell that Pipe's horse was getting tired, and Pipe had to be forced to ride a little easier.
Looks like we might be gaining on him, Britt.
Yeah. Any place around here he could hole up?
An old trading post about a mile ahead. Been deserted since the Indians have moved south. He could be there. Britt.
Yeah?
Maybe you think it's funny I wanted you to go along with me tonight, but... Oh, it's not that I couldn't bring Pipe Clamper in alone, but there's more to it than that. It's when we get back to town. That's when I'll need you.
Oh?
Yeah, you see, Jason Norton was a well-liked man. He lived in Quiet City, practically from the very beginning. Everybody knew him. Everybody liked him. Yeah. But nobody has any use for Pipe Clamper. Like I told you, some fellows are just mean. And Pipe's one of them. Anyway, what I'm getting at is this. Jace has a brother, Abe Norton. And he'll be fighting mad when he finds out what happened today. He'll be killing mad. And the whole town will go along with him.
Mm-hmm. You mean they might try and lynch Pipe? Huh?
They'll try.
Now, you can't be certain of that, Hank.
I know the town, Britt. There hasn't been any trouble for 2 years. And that's a long time. A lot of pressure builds up in 2 years. Now, Jace's murder, that'll set folks off. I hope you'll be willing to give me a hand.
Well, you know I'll do what I can, Hank.
It's him, Britt. He's up there behind the tree.
Well, the bullet smashed into Heck's leg and tore him right out of the saddle. I dived off Scar and took cover behind a rock. There was a clump of trees hanging to the side of the canyon about 100 yards ahead. I could make out something that looked like a building with a carved totem pole out in front of it. I figured that was the trading post Heck had been telling us about. But the shots weren't coming from inside. Whoever was firing was using the Indian post for a shield. You all right, Heck?
It's just my leg, Britt. Afraid I can't move it, though.
I'll get over to you.
No. You stay where you are. I'm out of his range. There's a tree between me and him. But it looks like you'll have to take him, Britt. I said I wouldn't need you till we got back to town, but it looks like...
It sounded like Heck had passed out. I raised my head up to the edge of the boulder. When I couldn't see Heck, there was a great big fir tree right in front of him. Well, that meant Pipe Clamper couldn't see him either. He sure could see me, though. That moonlight was just pouring down on that rock where I was hiding, and if I so much as moved, I was right in plain sight. I waited a couple minutes. I hadn't done any firing yet. Maybe he'd think I was hit. Maybe he'd come over after me. Yeah, that was my best chance. I listened hard. I couldn't hear anything. He was still behind that totem pole, still playing it safe. As long as the moon kept me pinpointed, I looked up in the sky just in time to see a great big cloud float toward the orange circle over my head. A great big white cloud, big enough to give me a minute of dark. It was still moving, sweeping across the stars now. And then it hit the edge of the moon. I swung out from behind the rock and I headed toward the trees between me and the trading post. Pipe heard me all right. Not in time, though. Not until I was up beside one of the trees, about 30 yards from where he was waiting. And the sky was beginning to whiten up now, and I saw Pipe's arm inching around the edge of the totem pole. I knew a slug in his arm wasn't going to be enough. I pushed up on my haunches, and I ran forward. He raised his gun, ready to get off another shot. I twisted to one side and let fire. His shot was close, but he missed me. Well, I hadn't done much better. I crawled along, keeping myself as flat as I could, moving real slow. Not more than a foot every 2 or 3 minutes, and straining my ears, trying to hear him breathe. He was only about 10 feet away now. And there weren't any more trees between us, just open space. I pressed my belly down into the dirt. My gun just poking up just an inch or so. Just enough so that... And then I saw his gun. A little beam of moonlight bounced off the barrel. And I saw the shadow of his head easing across the ground beside that totem pole. Drop it, Pipe. What? Now get in your feet. He stood up. His face came into the moonlight, and he took a step forward. And then his left hand jerked out toward me. My bullet hit his shoulder and spun him around, and he crashed into the totem pole. And for a second, I thought it was going to topple over with him, but it held firm.
Britt.
Good morning, Hank.
Morning.
It's almost noon, as a matter of fact. Doc Anderson said you ought to be coming to about now.
My leg?
No, it's going to be all right. It'll be all right. Doc says for you just not to fuss about it. It'll be all right.
Thanks for bringing me home, Britt. I don't know how you managed, but...
Oh, Pa. How you feeling?
Fine, Buzz. Just first rate. I see you didn't leave town.
Nope, didn't leave.
Well, I guess maybe what Pipe done wasn't all of the bad. Not if it brung you to your senses. It's something, anyhow. You killed him, huh, Britt?
No. He's kind of worse for wear, but he'll be patched up in time for a trial.
Well, where is he?
The doc's looking after him.
You mean he ain't in jail? You mean nobody's guarding him but Doc Anderson?
Well, we weren't very worried about him running off.
That ain't what I'm talking about. Britt, I told you what had happened. I told you what Jace Norton's brother would do.
Oh, that. Well, you see, Heck, Abe Norton's already been around. He's gone back to his ranch now.
Gone back?
Mm-hmm. Well, you see, folks just wouldn't pay any attention to him. Sure, they all feel real bad about Jace like you said they would, and they all think that Pipe deserves a hanging, but they're pretty convinced that's what the judge will give him.
The judge? But that don't make sense.
Well, that's the truth, Pa. Everybody's satisfied that there'll be a fair trial and that Pipe will get what's coming to him.
Why, in the old days, they wouldn't have stood still not for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess these aren't the old days.
Then Buzz was right. That talk about Quiet City being civilized?
Don't fret yourself about it now, Pa.
Oh, it just don't seem possible. This ain't the same town. These folks ain't the same. What happened to him, Brett?
Oh, I don't know. I guess maybe a town grows up just like a person, Hank. And I guess maybe you had something to do with it, too.
Me?
Mm-hmm. You see, somebody taught him to respect the law and to try to live up to it. And if it wasn't you, I sure don't know who it was. Well, Buzz stayed around Quiet City until Heck was on his feet again. And then Heck himself sent the boy east to college. That was, 3-4 years ago again. The last time I was through that way, Buzz had come home. You see, Buzz was running for county attorney. Yes, and the way Heck was managing his campaign, well, if that election didn't turn out to be a landslide, I sure missed my guess.
Until recent years, misconceptions prompted many to feel that a diagnosis of heart disease was a death sentence. But today, thanks to medical science and the educational work of your Heart Association, we are learning that most people with heart disease can work and lead happy lives. But the real answer to heart disease lies in heart research and community heart programs, which can be expanded through your continued support of the Heart Fund. This is not only Valentine's Day, but it's Heart Sunday. So make it a point to give to your local Heart Association now. And remember, when you help your Heart Fund, you help your heart. The Six Shooter is a transcribed NBC Radio Network production in association with Review Productions. It is based on a character created by Frank Burt and is written by him. Mr. Stewart may currently be seen in the Universal International picture The Glenn Miller Story. Others in the cast were Virginia Gregg, Robert Griffin, Lamont Johnson, and Will Wright. Special music for this program was by Basil Adlam, and the entire production is under the direction of Jack Johnstone. All characters and incidents were fictitious, and any resemblance to actual characters or incidents is purely coincidental. Oh, by the way, you'll be interested in knowing that the Six Shooter has been chosen for broadcast to our men overseas through the facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Services. This is John Wall speaking. Listen to Jan Murray in Sunday at Home on the NBC Radio Network.
Jimmy Stewart is the Six Shooter 72 years ago, February 14th, 1954 on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Go to classicradio.stream to support the podcast. Up next, Reed Hadley in The Adventures of Red Ryder.
We know a special way to live that only comes when you're willing to give a little more than you must, trying to earn someone's trust. You do the job, you do it right, even though what you're doing might be something that'll never show. Doing it right is what you know.
You're coming to the Avis way, trying harder all the day. Keep on trying, Avis, trying harder, Avis. Avis, we don't know another way. Keep on trying, Avis, we try harder, Avis. Avis, we don't know another way. Keep on trying, Avis, we try harder, Avis.
Avis features Chrysler and other fine cars.
Who knows, maybe I'll be able to find a Hertz jingle soon. Let's go back now to 84 years ago, February 14th, 1942, and Reed Hadley in The Adventures of Red Ryder and the Trouble in Millersville.
From out of the West comes Red Ryder, America's famous fighting cowboy.
Drop that pony, little beaver. They've held up the Millersville freight, and we've got to get on their trail.
You betcha, Red Ryder. Get along. Get him up. Get!
Come on, Thunder. Ride on, cowboy.
The Adventures of Red Ryder. In just a moment, we'll join Red Ryder. But first, I should like to remind you that the bread on your table has a lot to do with making any meal more enjoyable. That's why so many wise mothers serve delicious, fresh and tasty Langendorf bread with every meal. To help supply extra energy, delicious Langendorf bread is made with dextrose, finest quick energy food known. Serve fresh and tasty Langendorf bread at every meal. Red Ryder has found that the problem of why someone is trying to put the Bruce Freighting Company out of business is a deep mystery. Its drivers are sometimes murdered, its cargoes stolen, then thrown away for no apparent reason. With a newcomer to the country named Bert Parks, Red and Little Beaver this morning undertook to convoy a wagon load of dummy freight from Millersville to Devil's Hole, following a hunch of Red's. And now, in the Bruce Company offices at Millersville, Jane Bruce and her father anxiously await news.
But, Dad, there's no use pacing the floor like this.
No use pacing the floor. Janie, I tell you, if this terrible business goes on much longer, I can't stick it. Making those robberies good has cost me everything. The drivers have quit. I haven't the money to start up again, even if somebody tells me what this is all about.
1 o'clock. Red and Bert must have gotten to Devil's Hole with the wagon by now. They didn't have trouble.
And why can't Red say what he's up to? Asking for 2 crates filled with plain rocks as freight. Insisting we let everybody know a shipment was going out.
Dad, I've told you 1,000 times. Red never talks till he's ready.
No, I suppose it... Jane, look. Out the window.
What's the matter?
Something's coming up the street. Look how the people are pouring out of the stores.
Dad, it's Bert. Coming in alone on a horse.
Yes, he seems to be hurt. Badly, too. Come on.
Lay him on the bed.
All right. Stand back there.
All right.
Stand back there.
Bert, what happened?
Mr. Quick as you can. There are 2 messages on paper inside my shirt. Send them by telegraph. And don't say a word about it to anybody.
What happened?
Do as I say. I'll tell you the rest later.
Yes. Got it. I'll go get the doctor. Let me out, please.
Lady through here. Quiet, everybody. Quiet. All right, Bert, tell us what happened.
Well, I was driving the wagon toward Devil's Hole and nearing that stretch of road down the face of Breakneck Canyon, and Red Ryder was cantering alongside when that Indian boy pal of Red's came to say he'd seen a couple of men with rifles on the mesa above.
Yeah?
Oh, Red went to look, and I kept on down Breakneck Canyon when it happened.
What happened?
A charge of dynamite went off, I guess. What? Blew me and the wagon clean off that road and killed the horses.
Dynamite? But Red and Little Beaver, where are they?
They're dead.
Dead?
I guess they got 'em both with their rifles.
No.
I found them falling down a landslide, and from the sound of the shooting, they must have been drilled clean full of holes. I crawled out of the canyon, I don't know how, and I found them. That's the story.
Well, we'd better...
Why, hello, Miss Jane. Don't see you come into this telegraph office much anymore.
Tom, do something for me and keep mighty still after you've done it.
Why, sure, Miss Jane. You look mighty flustered, though.
Don't ask questions, please. Here, send these 2 telegrams.
Yeah, well, I guess there ain't nobody else in town to send them but me. Let me see. Say, Ace Hanlon's right here in Millersville.
Yes, I know. Send it. It says, if you've still got the shipments, send them now. Don't sign my name to it. And the others to the U.S. Marshal at Union City.
Hey, let me see. Let me get my specs in here. Come right away with deputies. Hey, what's going on here?
Oh, do it, Tom. It's all right. Honest it is. I'll pay you myself.
All right. If you say so. And I'm going to sign this one to the marshal with your name.
Yes, that's right. Oh, thanks, Tom. And hurry it. Please do. Dad, what are you doing in here?
Yep, barrel's clean as a whistle.
Dad, what are you doing with that rifle? Who's taking care of Bert?
I stayed with Bert till the doctor came. Now I got work to do. With the killing of Red Ryder and Little Beaver, I've had my fill of killing my men and stealing my freight. I'm going to that hotel and get that Ace Hanlon.
Dad, please don't. Please.
He's gone too far. Gunfire's the only answer now.
Oh, Dad, you don't know what you're doing. You'll ruin everything.
I aim to ruin Ace Hanlon. That's what I... What's this?
Well, I mean, you'll ruin us both.
Now, wait a minute. What do you know?
Oh, Dad, please don't ask me questions. Please.
Something's afoot. I know it is.
Well, Dad, you just can't keep a secret. Your face shows it.
Oh, I can't keep a secret, huh?
Well, they told me you'd be in here, John.
Just
Bruce.
stay right where you are, Ace Hanlon.
Well, I must say this is a nice reception for a businessman. What's that rifle for?
I've had enough of your killings of my men, and you're robbing my stage line.
Father, please. Oh, don't pay any attention to him, Mr. Hanlon. He's just brought up.
Get out from in front, Jenny.
Now, look, Bruce, I know you're excited.
You bet I'm excited. You killed the last of my men when Red Ryder died.
Red Ryder's dead?
He is, and Little Beaver with him.
And I was told the truth. Well, can I help that? What proof have you that
Everything points to you.
Father, Dad, you are spoiling everything.
Huh? Spoiling everything? What's she mean?
Well, I mean, spoiling our business and so on.
Well, you bet he is. Now, look, Bruce, drop that rifle. I've got business for you. 3 large packing crates I have to get to Devil's Hole right away. I'll pay special rates to get it there fast.
I don't want
Dad.
your... All right. Janie, see that the wagon's hitched up.
But who'll drive it, Father? Red's gone, so is Dave Small. Bert Parks is injured.
I'll get there myself.
You will? Good.
Have Shorty get the team ready, Jane.
The crates are in the warehouse. They'll be ready for delivery to my cafe in Devil's Hole in 10 minutes. Have a wagon there then.
Thank you, Dad.
So, I got an honest face. Can't keep a secret, huh? All right. Never mind, Janie. Maybe you're right. There's a plan afoot, and I won't spoil it. You go watch over Bert, see how he's getting along. I'll see about the wagon.
How are you feeling, Little Beaver?
Feeling so good.
You know what, Little Beaver? You're just like the wild mustangs we used to have to clip across the neck, very light with a rifle ball before we could ever catch 'em. That's what happened to you, across the neck. I thought you were a goner for a while. Help yourself to some more of that soup I made out of that rabbit.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to be laying around a fire for a change instead of...
Keep him still. No good moving busted leg.
I told you 3 times the leg's not broken, just sprained. I can ride Thunder, all right.
What we do him now?
Stay right up here on the mountainside where we can watch that thin rib and a highway down there. The highway to Devil's Hole. And hope and pray that that little scheme I hatched up won't prove so thin that it'll go wrong in the frying somewhere in Millersville.
You catch a Mace Hanlon, maybe?
I'm not sure yet who it'll catch, but it'll be the one causing all the trouble. Now finish up that soup, Little Beaver, because... Oh, that ankle. Because I need your sharp eyes to help me.
Now, look, Hanlon. I don't want any more arguments.
Oh, never mind. I believe now you got rid of Red Ryder, all right. Here's your 500.
Well, thank you, boss. I guess I talked too fast.
I only want you to do one more thing. And right after that, you're starting for the border. And starting fast.
Ready whenever you say, boss.
There's one more job to be done on a Bruce Company freight wagon going to Devil's Hole.
Huh? Another?
That's right. The last one. But listen. This time, you don't take what you find in the way of freight in the wagon and dump it in the nearest river. You take it straight to Smoky Remington's place this side of Templeville.
Smoky Remington's at Templeville?
And after that, straight for the border. Because this thing's gone too far now.
Oh, I get it, boss.
Now, wait. Don't anybody ever say Ace Hanlon wasn't generous. For that neat job of setting off the powder charge that got Red Rider, here's another 50. And for getting that Indian kid, another 10.
Thank you, Mr. Hanlon.
I'm only sorry Curly's body was left there in Breakneck Canyon. Get now and do as you're told.
Sure.
Send Easy to tell me how things went. This ought to be simple. Old man Bruce will be driving the wagon himself, and everybody will believe his story.
Douse the fire like I told you?
Red Rider jumpy. Me douse him long time.
Hang it, I hope my scheme pans out. So many things could go wrong.
You sit him still. No good walk him.
You're right. I keep forgetting about that roughing up I had back there in Breakneck Canyon. That landslide almost finished us, little beaver.
Me think a Red Rider gone happy hunting ground.
Darn it. Why didn't I think of having Bert tell me whether he got Jane to do as I told him or not? Now, if anything goes wrong, I could sit here for days and wonder about it.
Red Rider not send him here that long. No good. Me make him go home, taking care of broken leg.
I told you 4 times now that the leg's not broken.
Look him.
Where? Yes, you're right. It's a Bruce Company wagon and coming fast, too.
Mr. Bruce, he drive him.
Oh, I believe you're right. Dad Bruce is driving.
Me go fetch him thunder. Red Rider no walk.
This perhaps won't be so easy. I didn't count on Dad Bruce driving that wagon personally. You stay behind, little beaver. I don't want you in the way because we can't tell what's going to happen.
Red Rider, be careful. No get him off horse.
I will. He's coming. Come on, boy.
Hey, Bruce, what's it? Get away from me. You're dead. Bruce, stop that team. Nobody's stopping this team. Not even a ghost. Get going. Stop it, I tell you. Stop. Whoa, there, you four-legged demons. Whoa. Oh, you ain't dead, you red-headed devil.
Dead, Bruce,
What kind of thing's going on around here? What is this? You let everybody think you're dead, and you're really doing the holding up of these wagons.
But, Dad, Bruce...
Oh, it's clear to me now. You are a robbing highway thief. Well, you're not getting this load of freight, because I got a rifle here, and I intend to use it.
Dad, Bruce,
get away from here. Get. We return to the adventures of Red Rider in just a moment. Now, I'd like to remind you, fresh and tasty Langendorf bread is rich in food value. That's important to all of you, especially these days when we're working harder and longer, playing harder. Each tempting golden brown loaf of fresh and tasty Langendorf bread is a wonderful source of important food values used by the body for energy to help build muscle and tissue. In addition, delicious Langendorf bread is made with dextrose, the world's quickest energy food, to give you extra energy in each fresh, delicious slice. And this wonderful energy source is yours in a bread so creamy rich in color, so smooth in texture, so delicious to the taste, so lasting in freshness, that baking experts judged it America's finest. Plain with butter or jelly, toasted or in sandwiches, it's delicious. For goodness sake and for energy's sake, ask your grocer for fresh and tasty Langendorf bread, white or wheat, tomorrow. Red Rider's mysterious scheme for the final trapping of whoever has been robbing Bruce Freight Line wagons
and murdering drivers seems to be taking a strange tack. Could his recent experiences, which almost resulted in his death, have affected his mind? Apparently, he even tried to hold up old John Bruce himself on the highway from Millersville to Devil's Hole. But old John took no chances, opened fire with a rifle, and finally read...
Sorry, Mr. Bruce. No other way out.
You red-headed devil. Shoot my rifle out of my hands if you like. But now I know you're one of those holding me up. I tell you I'll never rest from here to breakfast till I...
Now hold it, Bruce. I can't get off this horse because I can't walk. And I had to hold you up to make it look authentic in case anybody's watching. Now listen.
I won't listen. I tell you
Did Ace Hanlon ship those crates you've got in that wagon?
Huh?
Then my scheme worked.
Why, how'd you know Ace Hanlon came in and asked...
It did work. Jane did it all and kept it a secret. Now the rest of it may work. Little Beaver.
Me come.
Now get those crates out of that wagon, quick.
Hey, what is this?
No, wait. Pull ahead to those willows yonder, where we can't be seen.
Red Rider, have you gone plumb crazy?
No, now do as you say.
Well, I don't get it. But, all right, get up there. Get up. Come on, get along. Hup. Hey. Hey. Ho. Hup.
Do you have a hammer, a chisel in the wagon, something to open the crates with?
I ain't opening no crates for you or anybody else.
Little Beaver, help them get them open.
Me get 'em.
Now, we haven't got a minute to lose. No telling just where they're planning to hold you up again.
Hold me up again? What in... Now, listen here, Red. If you don't tell me what this is all about... Wait a minute. How's it happen you're dead and yet you ain't?
That's a long story in itself. We almost did die. I can't get off this horse and walk, so open up one of those crates and you'll see what I mean.
Hanged if I ain't getting curious to see what you're so all-fired head up about. All right. I got a crowbar here. We use it to get loose boulders off the road with sometimes.
Now, hurry. Pry the tops off that nearest crate.
Just keep your shirt on, son. Yeah, these boards is really nailed on. There it gives. Now, let's see. Wait, let me get this paper off.
If I could only walk well enough.
Holy jumping catfish and little green spring apples.
What's in the crate?
Hooey.
Red. I don't know how you figured out this thing, but you sure stumbled on something. Take a look at this.
Great Scott.
A great big silver teapot weighing close to 5 pounds, I'd say. What is all this, Red? The whole crate full of silver, just like this.
Haven't got time to explain now. Little Beaver, you help Dad Bruce. Now pry the tops off all those crates. Hide the silver you find in these willows. Then fill them up again with rocks and put the tops back on.
Take the silver out? Put rocks... What's the idea, Red?
Now do as I tell you. Then keep on going. A little ways beyond here, I can't say just where, you'll be held up again.
What?
And I'd advise you to just throw up your hands and leave that rifle be, because that bunch will be playing for keeps.
I'll be held up again. Well, all right, Red. You've been right so far. But when do I hear what it's all about?
This afternoon, back in Millersville, where Little Beaver and I are going soon as we get this chore done.
All right. Come on, Little Beaver. Let's do as the boss says. Get up!
Oh, look, there he comes now.
Huh? Get the cover. On your toes, Horton. All right, you. Just put up your hands.
Whoa! Hold it, hold it. Whoa! Hey, what is this? A hold-up?
Don't waste time arguing, mister. Boys, get them 3 crates off in that wagon.
Now, come on, let's get... I'd just like to know how you figured I'd come by. This is a special trip for Ace Hanlon.
Never mind how we knew. Get them crates off, boys. Put them in that other wagon and shake a leg while you're doing it.
Gosh, Miss Jane, it's sure too bad. Tell me some more.
Well, there's not much more. Dad, of course, poured his money into this outfit to keep it going when times were tough. And now all these disasters have happened. His shipments stolen right and left. Well, he's about through.
Gosh, why was I such a fool? I came from Missouri with $3,000 to invest in a business. Could have come in mighty handy about now to get maybe into business with your dad. But like a fool, I lost it at Ace Hanlon's Silver Dollar Cafe in Devil's Hole.
Wait, there's a stranger coming into the office.
Huh? Maybe it's...
No, it's not Red. Wait a moment. Oh, you're...
U.S. Marshal Wiggins, ma'am. You're Jane Bruce?
Oh, I'm so glad you came.
You got your telegram, and we rode as fast as a buckboard and horse flush could carry us, ma'am. Me and 2 deputies from Union City. What's the trouble?
Well, that is... I don't know.
You don't know?
No. That is... Well, Red Ryder knows.
Red Ryder?
And I don't rightly know why Red wanted me to send for you, but I know Red. And if he wanted me to send for the U.S. Marshal and deputies, why, he knew what he was doing.
Say, what is this, ma'am? Blind man's buff?
Oh, please, I don't know what it's all about. Really, I don't, but terrible things are happening. Robberies and murders and...
Robberies? Murder? Well, maybe we had better stay.
Jane, here he comes, up the street.
Red Ryder. He's safe.
And that's the story, Marshal.
Gee, that is the story.
Oh, Red, do you think they'll hurt Father?
Not if he doesn't get foolish and grab that rifle, which I don't think he'll do now.
One question, Mr. Ryder. None of this leaked out to this Ace Hanlon yet, did it?
I don't think so. Thanks to Miss Bruce here, my friend Bert Parks, who handled things very well.
And I'm sure Ace Hanlon's still at the hotel.
Well, as soon as your dad comes back in town, Miss Jane, and can be the witness, we'll mosey on over to the hotel and arrest Mr. Ace Hanlon. If he's there now, I don't reckon he suspects much, and is probably setting on pins and needles right this minute, awaiting word as to how his scheme turned out.
Oh, Red. We thought for a while you were dead.
Thought so myself for a while, but little Beaver pulled me out of it.
Me bring him help.
So I guess now there's nothing to be done but just make ourselves comfortable until Mr. Bruce gets back.
Then we'll call on Mr. Hanlon at the hotel.
Who is it?
Better open up, Mr. Hanlon.
Here, just a minute.
Huh? Better just take it easy, Hanlon.
Red Ryder.
In the flesh, Ace.
Little Beaver, too. You betcha.
No, I'm seeing things. Let me out of here.
Just take it easy, Hanlon. Here's my badge. That's real enough, ain't it? U.S. Marshal Wiggins from Union City. Sorry, but my deputies have gone over to Templeville and picked up the rest of your gang.
What? There must be some mistake. What do you mean?
You're under arrest as a receiver of stolen goods, Ace Hanlon.
Stolen? Why, what do you mean?
Oh, you needn't try to act innocent. Mighty clever scheme it was. Engineering those robberies on the Bruce Freighting Company's wagons.
Look here, you're plumb crazy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Clever, dumping what you stole in the river so that when you finally ship those crates of stolen silverware and jewelry that your crooks sent you to dispose of, it couldn't ever be proved they were delivered to you.
It's all a pack of lies. Who told you a thing like that?
We got it good and straight, Hanlon. You coming peaceable?
Now, listen, you...
Just take it easy. Argue and you'll get these on your wrist.
Hey, I'll come peaceable. I don't need these on my wrist. Really, I don't. I'll come peaceable.
All right, move along, folks. I'm taking this man along to Union City. Thanks to you, Mr. Ryder, you uncovered a pretty far-reaching burglary plot. I'll bet officials in San Francisco and a lot of other cities have been scratching their heads a long time to figure out where that stolen stuff was sent.
Have some more coffee, Red.
Now, Little Beaver, you drink the rest of that milk.
Doggone, Miss Jane, this coffee sure rings that bell.
Jane always was a right smart cook.
More food, please.
Now, just hold everything, everybody, you hungry mob. I can only serve so many at a time. Red, I don't see how you figured out Ace Hanlon wasn't just trying to put Dad out of business.
Well, Jane, that was my first idea, of course. Like it was everybody's, I guess. I figured Ace Hanlon was pulling these robberies and making things tough generally for the Bruce Company so as he could ruin your business, and that he'd try setting up one of his own later on. But Little Beaver and I saw something that changed our minds about that angle. And anyway, it didn't make sense.
We see him throw stuff in river.
That's right. A lot of the stuff they hijack from your wagons, Dad Bruce, you'll find at various parts of the Devil's Hole River.
Why, the low-down... And me being responsible for some of this stuff they stole, too.
So when I saw that, I knew the motive wasn't just robbery.
Ace Hanlon sure didn't like having you around either, Red. More coffee, please?
Oh, that's right. He even tried to have us blown up to get us out of the way. So you can see he had something pretty serious to hide.
Yeah.
It occurred to me that all this was a blind of some kind, to cover something a lot more important than it looked on the surface.
Yeah.
Then it hit me that maybe he wanted shipments of his own to seem to have been stolen. Well, I acted on that hunch, laid a trap, and by jings, the trap caught him.
That's as fine a piece of reasoning as I've heard of in a long time, Red.
And man, is that redhead handy with a gun, too. Should have seen the way he got me out of Hanlon's Cafe in Devil's Hole when they was coming for me. Where I lost that $3,000 I came west to start a business with.
Well, boys, I'm sure glad you cleaned things up. I just hope now I can raise some cash someplace to begin where I left off.
Oh, say, Bert, I almost forgot. Here, wait a second.
Huh?
Red Ryder hide him in belt.
As if I can just get at my belt. There you are. All safe and sound.
Holy jumping. Where'd you get this?
Your money, Bert. In that fracas at the Silver Dollar Cafe, I scooped it off the table. $3,000.
Did you let me think it was lost?
Well, Bert, you talk so free in front of Hanlon, and from the way you let them get you at that stud table, I figured maybe the stuff was safer with me for a spell.
I'll be... But don't know as you're right, Red. Dad Bruce, you say you want some capital?
Well...
I came out west to start a business. How's to buy a half interest in yours? I drove a stage back in Missouri.
Well, Bert, if this had dropped from heaven, it couldn't have been more welcome.
Don't show me the way. I've been here before. They told me that no-account nephew of mine maneuvering around here, and I want him. Howdy, folks.
Annie Duchess.
Duchess? What are you doing in Millersville?
Hello, Duchess.
Keep your seats, everybody. Howdy, Bruce. Hello, Jane. No, now, don't bother. I can sit without help. Red Ryder, you're heading over toward Paradise Plateau, and you're heading fast.
Why? What's wrong over on Paradise Plateau, Duchess?
Something's mighty unfunny over there, Red. A corporation what built a dam for an irrigation project went and got a lot of settlers to come in. And now I believe the whole thing's turned out to be a swindle.
What's that?
Sure is. Folks was encouraged to come into the valley and build houses and settle, and now they're being put off by mounted gunmen. There's something down around Paradise Plateau that just don't create a sweet smell around this here part of the world, and I suggest you hightail over there, Red Ryder, and see what it is.
Well, little beaver?
Me ready. Do what Annie Duchess say.
I figured you'd be. All right, come on. There's doings at Paradise Plateau.
Red Ryder comes to you each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday night at 7:30 over these same stations. Tune in Tuesday and hear the next exciting adventures of Red Ryder and Little Beaver, with Ace Hanlon's strange and lawless doings against the settlers at Paradise Plateau. What does he find when he gets there? Adventure and thrills. Red Ryder is presented for your enjoyment by Langendorf, bakers of the bread judged America's finest. Get a loaf of fresh and tasty Langendorf bread at your grocer's tomorrow. During periods of war stress, the morale of the nation must be kept at the peak. Health and energy are necessary for high morale. Our all-out defense program requires both physical and mental fitness. Those of us who cannot serve on the battle line can still help in many ways. Red Cross, civilian defense, USO, and other national defense activities. We can do our bit by investing in defense stamps and bonds, real savings that can be drawn upon in time of need. We can enlist in the nation's health defense program to help maintain the high morale which builds courage and optimism. Langendorf bread, rich in nutriment, proteins, and vitamins, and dextrose for added energy, will help you to maintain the physical and mental fitness to carry you through these days of stress. Keep physically fit and do your bit. This program came to you from Hollywood.
Broadcast over the Blue Network, mainly to the West Coast, because Langendorf was a regional product. The Red Ryder, Adventures of Red Ryder, starring Reed Hadley, 84 years ago, February 14th, 1942. And Fibber McGee and Molly is next. And, you know, when I mention something, it just sort of appears. I'll tell you what that is in a moment.
When you have a place to go and the buses just don't show, make the journey much more fun. Call the folks at number 1. We'll get you there and back in time. When there's someone you gotta meet and the subway's got to beat, driving comfort up to the door. Yes, the biggest should do more. Hers will get you there and back in time.
It's not the one I wanted, but it's the one I could find real quick. That group that did that had a big hit called Walk Away Renee, the Left Bank, for Hertz Rent-A-Car. Wait, so it gives you an idea where that came from. Okay, let's go back further than that commercial. Back 71 years to February 14th, 1955, for an episode of Fibber McGee and Molly.
It's time for Fibber, McGee, and Molly. Sundays through Thursdays, NBC brings you Fibber, McGee, and Molly transcribed. The show is written by Phil Leslie and Ralph Goodman and directed by Max Hutto. Let's listen in on this conversation between our two friends at 79 Wistful Vista.
What's that you're looking at, McGee?
Oh, a little after 7, I guess.
And what time is it, McGee?
The modified 5 plan of the Prudential Insurance Company.
McGee, you haven't heard a word I've said.
Oh, I'm sorry, Molly. This modified 5 plan of Prudential's started me thinking back to the first 5 years we were married. Remember how we scrimped and scrambled for the mighty buck?
Oh, do I? But young couples always find budgeting a problem, don't they?
They sure do.
I know most of them would like to have about twice as much insurance as they feel they can manage.
And that's exactly why the Prudential developed the modified 5 plan. For the first 5 years of this plan, these young married folks who naturally expect their income to go up can actually have the life insurance protection they want at just about half the premium they'd ordinarily expect to pay.
Well, what happens after this 5-year breathing spell?
Then the regular premium goes into effect.
So if you're a young couple beginning to set up house and start a family, you should know about Prudential's modified 5 plan. It can give you the life insurance protection you need when you most need it. Just ask your Prudential agent.
The Women's Club is conducting its annual Valentine's Day cookie sale today in downtown Wistful Vista. Here's Mrs. McGee crossing 14th Street right now on her way to work the afternoon shift.
See it across the street, McGee? Isn't that a nice little booth they built for us?
Swell. Good spot, too, right in front of the Bonton.
Mm-hmm.
How long are you going to be working down here? All afternoon?
Oh, no, just a couple of hours.
Huh?
I'm supposed to relieve Mrs. Carter there till 4 o'clock, and then Mrs. Bradley takes over. Hello, Mrs. Carter. How's business?
Oh, Mrs. McGee, business has been fine, dear. Slow down a little now, though. Well, you're early, aren't you? I didn't expect you till 2 o'clock.
I know. We just got downtown early, and I thought maybe you'd like to get away. It's about 1:30, isn't it?
On the nose.
I'd just as soon stay, dear. My husband's picking me up here at 2, so I'm stuck anyhow.
Well, okay. I can kill a half hour. Come on, McGee. We'll take a walk around the shops.
Uh-oh. Look, Tootsie. Every time we take a walk around the shops, I get a Charlie horse right in the charge account.
Oh, now.
Why don't we go to Walt's Malt Shop? We can kill half an hour for $1 there.
Oh, come on now. I won't buy anything. We'll just look in the windows.
Famous last words.
Hold the fort, Mrs. Carter. I'll be back at 2. Well, we certainly got a nice break on the weather today, didn't we?
Yeah, you ought to sell a lot of cookies. A lot of people downtown.
Yeah, all the stores are having big sales. The new spring styles are in, and everything is so beautiful.
Sure. Everything's always beautiful. You know how I feel, Molly. I'd like to take you in and buy you a mink coat if I had the money, but who can afford a mink coat?
Not us, that's for sure. And who needs it? If anything, you need a new suit. That blue serge is so shiny.
This suit is fine. We haven't got that kind of money. After the Christmas bills and all, I'd be lucky to scrape up the price of a new hat.
You will? Oh, what a wonderful surprise.
Now, wait a minute, kid.
What a sweet thought for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine to you, too, sweetheart.
Huh?
I know just the place right down the street. A new shop with some wonderful buys. Henri's Parisian Hat Salon.
Yeah, but Molly...
I won't buy anything expensive, and it'll give me such a lift to sit in that cookie booth this afternoon with a new Paris hat on, a Valentine gift from my generous husband.
I wish I knew how the heck this happened, because it'll happen again if I can't figure out how to...
Good afternoon, monsieur, madame. Welcome to Henri's Parisian Hat Salon. I am Henri.
That figures.
How do you do, I'm sure?
We're looking for a hat, bud.
A hat. Oh, this is wonderful. You are so lucky to come in here, monsieur, because this is what I sell. Hats.
Look, Monsieur, are you trying to be fun? Where'd he go?
Here we are, the latest style from Paris, and so reasonably priced, if madame will sit here.
Nothing too fancy now.
Yeah, we'd like something chic, but conservative.
Oh, Henri has many hats. We will find something to please you both. Now, if I may show you this.
How about this brown one, dearie?
You already have 2 brown ones.
That's right, including the one from our honeymoon.
What about this blue one?
Too light. Oh, how about this black one with a heavy veil?
Heavy is right. Strangers will be walking up to you on the street and slipping you atomic secrets if you wear that thing. That's not for you. Anyway, your face is too cute to cover with a veil.
Thank you, sir.
If I may suggest, madame...
How about this green one?
With my coloring, I'm afraid not.
May I suggest this cloche, madame, with the fur trim?
No fur. No. Remember that last fur hat of yours, Molly? The one that blew off downtown? And you chased it around the corner and a cop stopped you and said, why wasn't your Pekingese on a leash?
Oh, yeah. Well, this one with the brim is not for me. And I have nothing at all to wear with that one. What about this little straw here, McGee?
A lovely creation, monsieur. That is a Parisian Milan. It is a mesh, you see.
Boy, you said it. Looks like a haystack caught in a hurricane. Well, that was a nice try, Henry. But I think you better show us some more.
Yes, and do hurry, please. I only have 20 minutes. I have to be over at 14th and Oak at 2.
Yeah, she's selling cookies for charity, the Women's Club. So snap it up, huh?
I will do my best. Perhaps if madame could give me some idea of what she would like.
How can she tell till she sees it? Just keep trying, Monsieur. You'll find we're easy to please once we make up her mind. So whatever you got in the back room, trot it out.
Oui.
Back to Wistful Vista in a minute.
Sparkle, sparkle, your hair too. Sparkles after Dial shampoo. Dial shampoo gets your hair clean. Dial shampoo gives your hair sheen. Diamond sparkle, that's for you when you use Dial shampoo.
Isn't that an exciting promise? Well, it's true. Dial shampoo does give your hair that diamond sparkle look. A brighter, more appealing look you'll love. With Dial shampoo, you get loads of lanolated lather instantly. It cleanses every strand of your hair gently and thoroughly, leaves it ever so soft and ever so easy to manage. Get Dial shampoo in the unbreakable squeeze bottle. Until you do, you just can't imagine what a difference one shampooing can make.
Diamond sparkle, that's for you when you use Dial shampoo. Dial shampoo.
Where'd he go? Is he still in the back room, McGee?
I guess so. Said he had one more hat to show us. Oh, here he comes.
Oh, I am sorry I take so long this time, madame. But I have this one last hat to show you. I hope you will...
Put it away. We already decided on the one we want.
Yes, we have. And it's perfect.
Ah, I am so glad because this hat, I had to go across to the mall shop to get it to show you.
The mall shop?
Oh, I had a terrible time getting it away from my wife. That Marie, she kicks.
Oh, that's what took you so long, huh?
Oh, she will be most happy to get it back. Now, monsieur, which is the lucky hat you and Madame have decided upon?
Show it to him, Molly.
Here it is. Over here. The dusty rose with the sequins.
Huh? That ain't the one, Molly. It's this off-the-face straw hat here with the...
Oh, no.
Well, I thought that was it.
No, it wasn't, sweetheart.
No?
It was... Wait a minute. Wasn't it this tall white turban?
No, I didn't like that one at all. Don't you remember when we stood side by side and made me look like I was walking on my knees?
Well, if I may suggest...
Oh, dear, look what time it is.
Yeah, come on, we'd better go. Well, that was a good try, Monsieur.
Yes, Henri. We'll be back again when we have more time. Oh, and I did want a new hat, too.
Sacre bleu. These crazy Americans.
Cookies, folks. Here you are. Get your fresh homemade cookies. Sweet cookies for sweet charity.
That's it, kiddo. You're doing swell. Keep pitching.
McGee, there's no need for you to stay around. I'll manage all right.
Well, I just thought I'd get you started. Give you a few pointers on salesmanship, you know. There's a lot more to selling than meets the eye. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes a couple of customers. Let me handle this. I'll show you what I mean.
No, look, I can...
How do you do, sir? Would you and your wife like some... Oh, hey, look who's here, Molly.
Nice to see you again, madame.
Well, Mr. Henri.
My wife and I, we come to buy some cookies. Is that not so, Marie?
Yes, Henri and I, we just love the cookies.
Oh, well, that's good, because we got all kinds.
Oh, yes, and it's for the Women's Club charities. So take your pick. They're $1 a pound. What kind would you like?
I like these chocolate.
Oh, no, too fattening. We take these oatmeal ones.
We just had oatmeal ones.
Oh, yes, she is right. Well, we take these big ones with the nuts.
With your new bridge work?
Oh, the bridge work, I forget. No nuts.
Well, if I may suggest...
Yeah, maybe we can...
I know. The lemon cookie.
Oh, not with the allergy, Marie.
We have some nice Toll House.
No Toll House. How about these date bars, Marie?
No. How about the sugar cookie?
You know, dearie?
Oh, no. Almond cookies, perhaps.
Yeah, I think you're right, Mom.
Vanilla?
Brownies?
Lady fingers?
Fudge squeeze?
All right already. Break it up.
Yes, Mr. Henri, we get the idea.
Well, Marie and I, we hated to do this, but every day you Americans drive us crazy. We feel it is about time we French fought back.
Vive la France!
Oui.
Well, you certainly taught us a lesson, right, McGee?
You betcha. Never do unto others right in the same neighborhood where they can come over 10 minutes later and do it unto you.
Well, now that the war is over, we take $5 worth of cookies assorted.
Good choice. Well, fix them up, kiddo.
Vive la France!
Here, folks, get your cookies here. Sweet cookies for sweet charity. Get your cookies here. We got all...
Fibber and Molly will be right back. Tomorrow's Tuesday, and that means Jack Webb will be with you once again in Dragnet, in the famous role he created, that of Detective Sergeant Joe Friday. An assignment for Friday and his partner Frank Smith may turn out to be a false alarm, or it may develop into the unexpected chase of a dangerous killer. But it's always fascinating listening, so be on hand tomorrow night for Dragnet. And don't forget the many other Tuesday favorites brought to you by NBC. There's Lux Radio Theater, radio's greatest dramatic show, with a full-hour adaptation of one of Hollywood's outstanding motion pictures. And for laughs, there's People Are Funny, starring Art Linkletter, the great Gildersleeve, that pompous, lovable water commissioner of Summerfield, and your friends from Wistful Vista, the McGees. That's tomorrow and every Tuesday night for Dragnet, Lux Radio Theater, People Are Funny, the great Gildersleeve, and Fibber, McGee, and Molly. It's the biggest Tuesday night in radio. Hear it on NBC.
Well, we took in quite a lot of money with our cookie sale, McGee.
Yep. Your woman's club ought to... Hey, look who's sitting on our front steps.
Well, John Wall.
Hey, I thought you kids were never coming home. I've been waiting for you.
Well, you're a little early, John boy. We still got about 60 seconds before we have to sign off.
No. I've got a message for you both.
Oh?
It's from the Motion Picture Daily about their annual radio poll for fame.
Oh?
Well, read it, boy, read it. Let's not keep us in suspense.
It says, we're happy to advise you that in the 19th annual Motion Picture Daily radio poll for fame, conducted among the editors, critics, and columnists of American newspapers and magazines, Fibber, McGee, and Molly have again been selected as the best comedy team in radio. Congratulations.
Oh, boy, isn't that wonderful, McGee?
Yeah, gee, thanks a lot, John. And our thanks to Motion Picture Daily and to the columnists and critics and editors who voted in this poll.
Yes, and our sincere thanks to all our good friends out there listening to us. You vote for us, too, you know, every time you tune us in.
Good night.
Good night, all.
Fibber, McGee, and Molly is an NBC Radio Network production transcribed. Henri was played by Rolf Sedan, and Marie by Betty Lou Gerson. Be with us again tomorrow night, won't you, when McGee tries to turn Good Samaritan, but not without the usual complications, you may be sure. Good night.
There you have it, Fibber, McGee, and Molly from 71 years ago, February 14th, 1955, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Tomorrow, we'll go to the movies with the Lux Radio Theater production of Brewster's Millions, starring Jack Benny and Mary Livingston. The man forced to spend $1 million to inherit more. Can you imagine Jack Benny trying to spend $1 million? Yeah. Also, Groucho Marx and You Bet Your Life, and George Burns and Gracie Allen with their guest, Fred Astaire. And Fibber and Molly will be back again for our Sunday show. Have yourself a great day. We'll see you tomorrow for more Classic Radio Theater. I'm Wyatt Cox.